Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Fireside Cast. We've got a good one for you tonight. Amateur playoffs are here. My name's Godfather, your strongest caster. I got Just Jazz on the mic with me, Gray's on production, and I think we're getting ready to go pretty soon here in this round one playoff matchup. BTS, Big Time Sus versus Sorry to Bother You. And it looks like teams are readying up. Jazz, how you doing? You ready for this?
I'm good, man. I'm so excited for this. The return of the dynamic duo Jazz and Godfather, everybody's favorite casting duo, and many people have told me this actually, Summit Land. And I'm excited. Like amateur Highlander, we've got quite the lineup tonight in terms of maps, in terms of players. Some of these players I recognize, some of them I don't recognize, but in amateur Highlander, quite literally anything can happen. And we're
Oh,
starting
yeah.
it off on Vigil too. Like what a map.
What a
Map
map. One
one
of, one of my favorite
on
maps to play, to watch, to cast. Great map, Jazz.
Yeah, it's I've come to really appreciate it. Not because I have played it. I'm notoriously not a Highlander guy. I'm just a cast with Godfather on Highlander type of guy. But I think it is an interesting map that offers a lot of different holds and push opportunities. So I'm really looking forward to this one.
So we got Vigil first, Product up next, and then Steel as a decider if we get there. Let's quickly run through the lineups. I got BTS. We got Lazy Purple on Scout. Tubald is the Soldier. Bumbler, the team leader on Pyro. Neat is the Demo Man. Funk on Heavy. Nat on Engie. Calendar is the Medic. Saturn on Sniper. And Salty Fish, the Spy player. Who you got for the other team?
Right. So on the other team, we got Ward on Scout, Juxie on the Soldier, Rels on Pyro, Highly on Demo, Duh Does Nothing on the Heavy Weapons guy, Ziggy on the Engineer, Quackjack on Medic, Brook on Sniper, and Mustard on the Spy. Which some of these guys actually recognize. Ward, Quackjack, Juxie. I believe they all played in intermediate this season, sixes. So definitely some good players here. Should be a fun match.
We are going live, getting into the pregame setup here. BTS starting on the red team. Sorry to bother you on blue. They are the whole home team, rather. They chose both Vigil and the Decider Steel, and they've won on all three maps that we're playing tonight. We got a mass suicide in the box, which is, of course, for good luck, although it looks like the Heavy missed the mark there, so disappointing. No team synergy. Clear favorite in pregame is BTS, Jazz.
Yeah, so just having, yeah, just kill yourself and spawn. Like that lets us know who's gonna win. Yeah, just having a look at the sentry and the hold setup, it looks pretty stock standard as of right now. A little bit of a soft hold. I'm just thinking about some of these players. I know we've casted BTS before on Strongest Caster. You know, certainly, if you're a YouTuber person, you're going to recognize a lot of these names. I think if I'm going to make a prediction, because we should do a prediction, I reckon the blue team, Sorry to Bother You, takes it 2-0.
I'm going to go 2-1 for Sorry to Bother You here as the doors have opened and into the side house we go, the Pyro pushing forward. And as you mentioned earlier, pretty stock standard setup. Got the gun wrangled far back. It's just first. You give it up pretty quickly. BTS has been known to first hold on some maps, Swiftwater specifically, just because they don't know how to play it, quote, properly. And they have some success with that, so we'll see what they do tonight as they're immediately dropping two. Their sniper is dead. A good flank push in underway here. Tubal jumps forward. Gets a little bit of damage, but he will die as many of his teammates fall as well. It's out to second for BTS.
Yeah, and a bit of a... Well, it's not good, that first hold, just in terms of the players dropped, right? I think they dropped 6, which means setting up on this hill is going to be a...
Oh, it's an instant Uber that's coming across the hill, getting in onto the medic. The medic will be forced to pop, and now the counter. Bumbler doing his best to go forward. Neat's in there as well. Sorry to Bother You is just going to get the exchange. They're going to lose Brook, but Nat and the gun are both down. Ziggy now able to pepper this Heavy Funk as best he can. And pretty solid advance so far for Sorry to Bother You.
Yeah, they did pick up a couple key picks there, but it looks like Sorry to Bother You, they're putting a lot of pressure on this hill. Highly and Rel is just like making sure that they're at the apex of it, as well as getting a lot of cart pressure. Ward and Ziggy just getting that forward. And again, it's For BTS, it's just players dropping left, right, and center, so they're going to have to be careful. They're going to have to make sure this next hold is a solid setup, because 1 minute 34 for the first 2 points is quite the formidable time, and they've got nothing set up on second as of yet either. And so it's a bit of a, again, it's a tough task here. They need to just make sure they can stop any sort of encroachment on the territory that they still have.
Juicy gonna jump. Oh, Juicy wanted to mark and Jubal there. The Uber's gonna be popped out, rounding the corner. It is an exchange. Nat has been dying in every single fight. There's not been a level 3 since the first point. We need to see better engineer protection here by BTS, as this cart's getting very close up the hill. Spy, Salty Fish on the cart, not finding much, but many players pops off a 3K there for the Devilman. Now the Pyro chasing forward, and out goes Sorry to Bother You. Quackjack maybe can get chased here. Bumpler's looking. It's the push all the way back to second for BTS as they finally show a bit of teeth there on the third hold.
Yeah, they do have to just be careful, though, not to overextend for any more picks, because Mustard is taking down Lazy Purple. He's maybe saying, like, hey, finish the next video, the how it feels to play X. If not, I'm going to head shoot you, which is what he did. That's I could have done better with that one, take that farther. But either way, definitely bought them some time, and they do have a level 2 setup. It is something that's in quite the open area, but it does deny Juxi, and it does deny somebody.
Fish looking for a T-Cloak maybe, right behind the medic? Fish onto the sniper instead. That's a nice pick. I want to see Fish finding clean picks. The Uber is out for the blue team. BTS will counter pop again. They did have it in time. Fish, super weak, 3 health, escapes around the corner. Nat versus Siddiqui is going to lose that fight. People trying to come in and help. A little bit too late. Mustard has decloaked, link for Calendar. Going for the medic, but no. Funk is there, ready to protect his med. Good play by the Heavy. And it looks like BTS maybe just needed a bit of time to warm up here, get into the flow, as they have established themselves on third. Again, a couple players falling and no gun for BTS right now, Jazz.
Yeah, sometimes it's just like that in like the first few minutes of the playoff match. You know, everybody's excited. There's a bit of a going. Ooh.
Look how close the gun is! Oh, the Heavy sneak tap.
Going down there. If Calendar lives here, it could be decent enough. They just need to, again, they make
Mustard,
sure that they're not bleeding any.
The pistol shots! Now the Pyro onto the medic, and Calendar will fall underneath. Might as well die quickly, and they will. Rels picks up the frag, and that is nearly a team wipe for BTS. They are in trouble here, coming around the corner into last.
Yeah, that's a sizable Uber disadvantage, especially with no gun setup and Spies lurking about, although it looks like you just bumped into Lazy Purple right there. If you're Sorry to Bother You, you're looking to get this cart pressure continue to be pushed up, 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 up. They actually do get forced on the cliffside. They're just taking it straight in. They take down Neat highly, just some stickies right at his feet. And now they're just continuing to push through into spawn. It's almost a full wipe. Funk is like 3 health too. It's just Calendar and Lazy Purple with a Dream. But looks like the Dream is slowly dying. They're not going to get their spawns in time. And Calendar with the wipe to end the round. 4 minutes 57 seconds for the first 4 points. That is that's difficult. That's not good.
That is a tough time to come back from. I think BTS have always... so BTS is a no-scrim YouTuber team that doesn't play Team Fortress 2. They play other games, and then they dick around and play TF2 once in a while. And I think that's wonderful. And it's always made them be just good enough to get into playoffs. And then when they play a team that has any knowledge of a map, any established knowledge of a map, they kind of crumble. And I think that's happening here. I'm more excited for Product. I'm very excited for Steel, because I think this is a pretty in-hand win for Sorry to Bother You. Could be wrong, could see a 456 right here. But I don't think this is where BTS finds their strength on a map like Vigil.
Yeah, especially a map where, you know, it being a custom map, right? You know, if you played Product, you probably played Viaduct a billion times, you know, so it's like, okay, there's enough transferable map knowledge, you know. It's like, okay, there's a connector, and instead of it being snowy, it's green. As well as Steel. Like, Steel's such a wild card, you just roll the dice and like a team wins.
Yes, yeah.
so with BTS, it's just being here, like, they're definitely not out of it, but they need to make sure they play absolutely perfectly and kill everybody.
And they are running crits to try to kill everybody. Saturn finally hitting a shot here. Saturn needs to be hitting headshots on Sniper tonight. Finding an opening one onto Brook, that's a good start. The gun is on Cliff, and the gun gets very weak. The Pyro finally comes in to protect it. Here's going to be Neat with the crits. Oh, didn't pop the crits in time. That would have been a soldier kill, and a Demo very weak. Here it is now onto Jukesy, very weak. Coming forward, can they get any kills? Bumper super weak. Will he crater? He won't, but now he'll fall. Calendar works his way forward. That's kind of a massive crits, this push underway. Just the Heavy remaining on Cliff, but no, the Heavy's gonna win the fight! Saturn has to round the corner as Sniper. The medic dies for BTS. Quackjack will live. Oh, no, he won't. 2 volt hero play late into the fight. He's gonna pick up 2. Now dodge the Sniper headshot. He's gonna roll 2 volt hero!
Oh my god. Nah, because they when they're pushing in and trying to break that hold on first, like they, I believe it was Fish got the backstab on Quackjack. And so I'm like looking at like where all the players are sitting, I'm not following where the play is going, and then like I just see like the soldier jumping forward and like picking up Quackjack. Never bet against BTS is what I'm starting to learn here. You know, at the very least it'll be
Mustard,
good content.
onto Fish and Spy on Spy violence. Here's a soldier bomb, but Mustard goes right back to where he was hiding.
And they've got full Uber advantage as well. Like they can continue just to push this and like take the space that they're being given, because they're being given quite a lot.
Mustard just hides in the same spot and then pistols someone down instead. Here's the crits again, Neat.
Oh wait,
doesn't really
find
much. There was crits onto the Sentry. They do get Mustard with it. At 60% Uber now for Sorry to Bother You. 3:04 left to go. I like the crits call. I think they're going to play fast and aggressive. They got to keep ×3 on cart. That engineer, Nat, is going to round the corner and get over there.
Yeah, this is one of those where it's like you've gotten the player advantages, you need to continue to like turn the burners on high, at least like get them to not set up, and potentially get a force. That would be a really good thing for them to get, believe me or not. But it looks like they didn't really press the advantages that they were given, and instead it's going to be turning into a spam war. They've got to be careful because Quackjack has come up on his Uber, so they can bait the Uber out and then re-push into the
flank. Neat. Look at this flank play from Neat. It's going to be huge. It's got to be huge. Here's the crits on the video. Holy Neat with an 8K. What is that? It's absurd. From behind, he wraps the corner, he obliterates the entire defense. 2:12 left to do it, so drop and a push well underway for BTS.
Holy crow.
Sorry for screaming, everybody. It's intense.
We're sitting here and we're just like, oh yeah, you know, good luck on the next map. And look at that, They're continuing to push the cart. Now Calendar has gone, it's not game over yet, but that's a hell of a position. That's how many did they get with that one stick? 8?
I think that was an 8K with one stick, or at least it put them onto an 8K.
Somebody call X and get that on top TF2 plays of the month, because that if there's ever a play, it's gonna be that one.
I got Lucky Luke added. I can make that happen, maybe. Who knows? But we got 127 left on the clock. We got 57% crits. Still stock Uber for the defense. Obviously, you wouldn't want to go crits here. But this fast, aggressive play has been working for BTS, and so far I'm eating my words about them not doing too well on a map like Vigil.
No scrims, no problems. And yeah, can they get the crits off before Quack? Oh no! But the laser beams?
Laser beams might be huge, but they won't find much.
It's like a wet fart.
Yeah, a little bit. Level 2 gun up on these boxes. It's a flank push, but Calendar's going to go down to highly, and it's going to be a really tough situation now for BTS, as they do only have 45 seconds to get this start.
They are finding some frags. There's no flank and no heavy, so that's potentially good, but they've got to make sure that, again, can they bait this Uber out, and then can they just, like, turn the pressure up? But, like, with 30 seconds to go, that is, that'll be difficult. Tough task ahead. But listen, like, we just saw an 8K on demo.
We just had 8K crits.
Amateur Highlander, like, anything's possible. No spy, no sniper at the same time.
Nat goes down on the cart.
Oh, huge flank pressure, too. Yeah, they got the force off. They got the force off, though, but it's potentially huge. Who knows?
They got beat the cart yesterday, and unfortunately this one's going to die there. Honestly, this was a very strong showing from BTS on their first round of the first map. I expected them to get steamrolled. They put up a really good fight. Again, apologies to everyone for screaming into the mic, but that was maybe the
What are you
best
apologizing
crits
for?
I've ever seen from
Nothing
BTS.
to apologize for.
But I don't like hurting people's ears. I'm a good person now, Jazz.
Wrong, but either way, nah, you gotta get hyped when the hype moments happen. And sometimes, like, you yell into the microphone, and people are why is he yelling? You know, like, but I'm never gonna apologize for that. Anyways, that's a hell of a first round, first half, because we do half times here in Highlander. I kind of forgot about that, by the way, but that's okay. Let's pull up some logs. I'm looking.
Oh yeah, we
at
get
some
logs. Hell yeah. Do we have
Thanks.
logs?
Shout outs to more.tf, by the way. We love more.tf on firesidecast.tv. Let me pull them up. I forgot.
Can nice producer person post me? Oh, sweet, we got them on stream. I'm just gonna look them up myself. Let's see. Is that Bumbler at the top of what is? How are these logs organized right now on stream? I don't understand. Jazz, what are your thoughts on that round while I'm pulling this up?
I think if you're BTS, you can maybe feel a bit hard done by. Just because the play with the crits was very creative, and the flank to take it and just like have an 8K at your feet was very well taken. So I think if you're BTS, it's like, you know, certainly well within it. But I also think if you are, sorry to bother you, STBY, you're probably feeling yourself a little bit in a good way. You know, you're excited, right? You know, it might have been close. It might have been a little bit more uncomfortable than you thought. But you also had a 4-minute 57-second push from first to last, which, like, if that's your starting point, like, that's a really good starting point. You're like excited, you're ready. So I think I'm still gonna go with my prediction of a 2-0 for Sorry to Bother You. But BTS, especially like facing that as their first time, like certainly well within it. And it's anyone's game. It's like the worst analysis I've ever done, by the way.
That's okay. That's okay. I mean, I'm still kind of trying to process what just happened. I will do a little bit of log analysis here. Everything is skewed because of the crits, of course. Top damage being in the hands of Neat with 549. Hiley puts up 496 with no crits. I was told that Hiley and Ward, the scout player, were going to be carrying this team, and putting up 496 without crits is going to do that just fine. Juxi also putting up good damage on Soldier. 2 drops this game, both from Quackjack. But I think crits just make that happen sometimes. I am curious to see, though, Jazz, if we're going to see the crits on offense again, as teams should be readying up shortly. Do you think it's worth running it back for BTS?
I mean, it worked well last time. You know, the thing is with crits, and I think this is true in both Highlander and in sixes. It works really well as a surprise play, as ace in the hole, right? And so normally what you would see with a crits play as well is that you use the crits, and then when your med dies, you come back up on Uber, and now you have invincibility. But BTS opted instead to run the crits full time, to the great benefit. The problem is, if I'm sorry to bother you, I'm going to be expecting another crits play, and like how to position myself accordingly. And so I think it might work well as, again, like maybe like an opening play, but I think the utility of a crit, sorry, it diminishes, or as the match draws on and on. So they've got to
Yes and no.
really decide.
We saw them just keep it running. I don't think Calendar died until last on their offense. I could be wrong. We are going live here, but I think just rolling it through worked really well. BTS will come up on stock. They're going to try to set their time and defend it. They don't really need to try anything crazy.
Just to that point real quick, I would say like the reason it was so effective is because one, like they managed to just like totally surprise them with it. As well, it was a you know, they had to continue to apply pressure, right? And also you got to think too, like if you're sorry to bother you, and like you've just had this great time, and now like it's like a bit all hands on deck because we can't give up all the space, we can't give up this much time. That tends to become a more of an emotional type of plays that you start making, and you're not really thinking rationally about where you need to hold. You're just like running off of pure emotion, and sometimes when that happens, the quality of your decision making goes down, right? So I think that would be part of the reason why the crits was so effective. They also were not expecting the flank play whatsoever, but we are on Uber, so you know the analysis goes out the window.
Well, now everything's stock standard, and we'll see some pretty normal TF2 out of BTS. Although, do they ever play normal TF2? They don't check the roof there. Bumbler, the heavy funk narrowly misses the spy. That dodges away. I think BTS might have an okay time here. I think they've got a shot at just pushing forward. The crits is out. Oh, they did swap crits. Wait, when? It's crits versus Uber. I never even noticed they swapped. Did they get kills off his chest?
No, they got the sniper. So that was nice.
Two-ball big bomb. I like that. Onto the NG, gets the kill. Can they push this? Oh!
The face step from Salty Fish!
Yeah, Fish, huge kill. Suddenly, 7 people are dead on Sorry to Bother You, and this is going to be a 51-second time. Watch.
And I'm actually goated. Yep. Interestingly enough, Calendar came up on Uber, and then I think after they kill bound, they decided to go back on crits. I think it might have been like, we're gonna throw the spy off a little bit, which a little bit of a 4D play. But now they've almost got complete control of the hill. They do pop the crits.
Do they find anything?
If they find Brook,
so that's early.
And they get the snipe. Bam! It's down. And they are rolling this card. This has just been, again, relentless pressure. Mustard does pick up the engineer on
Nat has been
part,
dead this entire game, and I think it's okay.
You don't need dispensers, man. You
don't need teleporters.
That's
Mustard's
for
pretty
defense.
deep. Mustard maybe decloak onto Bumbler here. No, Spy on Pyro Violence. Calendar pretty weak somehow. Still on crits here. It's 44 to 60. The Spy looking for a decloak, but
let's get the big flank play again. We want
should
that.
be watching. There's no way they make it happen again. But at the same time, it's open, so you never know. Here's the card pushing up the hill a little bit. Is there a gun? There is. It's level 3, pretty passive. Here's Jukesy onto Saturn. Won't find the kill immediately. Brook actually going to go down to Salty Fish, who gets the sap as well. The crits are out. Are they finding frags? Where is the crits? It's all the way on Cliff. The soldier goes for the market garden onto the medic. Jukesy can't clean it up. Calendar so weak, will finally die. And this push kind of... Oh, Bumbler! Pyro on Pyro Violence. Obstacle instead, it's Funk and Lazy Purple who go for the tunnel flank. It's just too early of a crits each time they popped this time around. Lazy Purple wants to be a hero.
Just walks in and kills
Lazy Purple, what?
Flank?
He lives too, by the way.
How it feels to play Highlander Scout.
Scout onto the medic. Yeah, so Quackshot magically dead, 249 through 3. It's a very winnable time for BTS.
What was interesting there is like they managed to pick up a lot of players. I think it was like Sorry to Bother You had something like 5 players down, which means like when that happens, things get naturally very chaotic, which just allowed players to come in from that flank route that we saw the Chris play through. And somehow Lazy Purple just sneaks in, like, nobody manages to land a shot, and he just 2 shots Quack back.
Crit streak is 90%. They're going around the corner with crits. Calendar has separated slightly from their demo.
He's just buffing. Just let him do his thing. They're walking forward now.
Does Mustard get a stab here? He's looking for it. He's definitely calling.
Pick up Ward on the flank.
Bumbler spy checks nothing.
Continue to cross over. Can they get Brook? Can they shoot the sniper?
Here's the crits, the spy decloaks. Pyro, Bumbler, you have to protect your medic, my friend. He gets the spy stabs too, and the crits is over before it started. The Uber now in hand for sorry to bother you.
But look how many players are continuing to pick up. It's a 4v flank. The force is a good salvage, I suppose.
Yeah.
There's definitely an opportunity where it was like I said, a 4v flank. It was basically all the flank classes plus Funky up on the side of BTS.
Bumbler's spot checking has consisted of shooting a wall twice and letting his medic die. And I need him to just spam flames everywhere that isn't a wall. And see if
I wonder if he knows, like, if you press M1, if you press M1, like, the flames come out of the flamethrower. You know that, Godfather. I know you know that. But,
I used to alias as hold W in amateur Highlander matches and go terrorize amateur Highlander players on fire. You know, here's Mustard in the same spot. I don't think he's ever going to get caught there. Bumbler is looking right at the invisible spy and just not spy checking the area.
Dude, where is my pyro? Spread the flames.
Oh, he's shooting a little bit. Maybe he can hear me. I doubt it.
He heard us talking
now. He's checking this time, but he's not checking behind him. He'll see it this time. Yes, he will not kill Mustard. Somehow, Mustard lives. The crits basically wasted 90% Uber here.
Yeah, but look how much cart time they're now getting. Like, they're just able to walk this in for free.
Get this!
The pyro!
Spy! Salty Fish for the win! Salty Fish! We don't get it. It's 5:30. That's a bad time for BTS.
That's only 33 seconds longer than the last one. And that, you know what, I feel like that went on way longer.
It did.
But, I mean, 33, 37, I don't know. But, so, it was a good round.
Yeah,
certainly,
great round.
BTS, like, showing, like, the perma crits is, that's the strat. Just run crits full time. And then, like, sometimes we'll check for the spy, sometimes we won't, but, you know, they can't use Uber if everybody's dead, so it's very, very interesting. It was kind of interesting the sorry to bother you forward holds on first, because normally you see like them setting back a little bit as we're seeing BTS set up. Didn't work either time, by the way, so maybe back to the drawing board on that one, but very entertaining stuff so far. I'm really enjoying it. I forgot how much I missed casting amateur Highlander. This is like, it's alright, good time.
They make it interesting for us, and that I always appreciate that about them. They're gonna keep running crits here.
Look how aggressive this positioning is for the demo. They get the scout, and everybody else is just chilling in spotlight. We're not even gonna bother to push it.
So if BTS had held that a little bit longer and made sure the medic came out first, I think that's a devastating play. But they pop it a little early. They're now going to have 30% and a play on Blue. Hiley gets bombed! Hiley goes down! A big play from Tubold. That's going to really slow things down as Salty Fish kind of lurks in the background here.
Dude, that pyro is so weak. Just walk at him. Oh. Alright, now Sat, Tubold, Salty Fish are all down. This is looking like a... What's our exit strategy here, boys?
Lazy Purple gonna dance around cart? Oh, but the mini sentry.
I just want to say that hold that BTS had, where they're like the crits in that little area. Imagine if they waited and they used on a soldier. Oh my god! I'm like, ooh.
Uber for the blue team does nothing and crits in hand for BTS. They could repush. They could round this corner and absolutely nuke everyone. Does Neat want to do it? They don't go for it. Mustard lurking onto. I want to see if Nat can get a gun up here, as they have not yet put it down. Please, press mouse 1. There you go.
They just have to be careful. Like, I think with the crits, crits plays they work best when you take the initiative and just like, walk at them.
Crits out. Nice kill. Nice shot by Neat. It's not finding too much. Jukesy and Mustard both behind the gun, weak but not down yet. 67, 69% now for Sorry to Bother You. 3:45 to do it here. If BTS can get 2 holds out of this point, I just want to say, the way I just saw Sorry to Bother You building, like,
Quackjack was standing right by spawn and just healing Ziggy, who's shooting himself with his own sentry gun. Like, this is so funny. The Uber is going to come in over the top of the hill. It hasn't really gotten anything, and Neat's actually going to pick up Brook, and Lazy Purple's also going to take down Jukesy, so the frags are not going in the favor of Sorry to Bother You, but Calendar does go down, so maybe the frags are actually going in their favor. Tubold with a huge bomb. Does he get Quackjack? Does not. Hyli's weak. Hyli's down. What a shot by...
Quackjack! Did he just get a saw? I think Lazy Purple just gave up a saw and didn't get the kill.
I think so. It looks like, because he wouldn't have built 40% Uber that quickly. Jukesy with a big bomb in. Calendar, they've no idea that Juksy's right there yet. And he's still getting so much damage. Calendar is gonna die. Womp. Which, this is gone horribly wrong for BTS. Now, if they can just salvage the cart, which is what they do, Tubold and Lazy Purple tag teaming the players on cart.
Mustard onto the spot, sniper. No one sees Mustard.
No
Okay.
one looks around.
Just Mustard stands there and will finally die.
What a pipe! Just pipes him while he's invisible.
Check in trouble? Oh no, Salty Fish wasn't decloaked, my bad. I saw Fish right next to this medic and figured it was gonna be Doom. Here's the play over kill. Salty Fish does decloak. Goes onto him, gets the pyro, now goes for the demo who's super weak. Oh, the good bomb, and it's a good kill! One more time, Tubold goes for Hill.
Nobody's seen him. He picks up Scout.
Mustard's gonna decloak here. Sit on cart. This is kind of a one round so far. BTS needs to just not crumble. And they got this.
This is so chaotic and like only the way that amateur Highlander can be.
Dude, this is so much fun. I miss this so much.
Like so many opportunities where all they need to do is like continue to be on the cart, but BTS always finds a salvage play. But then Sorry to Bother You always pushes back in, and they drop players, and it's just like Brook just walks out of the corner on the flank route and just like stared at Calendar for a few seconds.
Play the card here for frags and then push over Hill.
They're dropping players on Sorry to Bother You. Ward is dancing around. Just shoot the scout. Shoot the scout.
Mustard. Oh, they
do.
Oh, 115. 115.
Dancing around does nothing, but Ward comes in.
They've dropped so many.
And Mustard just
it's the kill onto Mustard. Protects his players. What a play.
There's so much
60% here and 58 seconds. Is this even doable, Jazz? I think we might be in garbage time, which is a huge.
There's so much going on, man. There's so much going on. We're talking over each other, which we normally never do. But like,
we never do this. My bad. I'll turn it down.
To catch everything, you know.
What analysis do you have to share? As we're pretty much in garbage time.
I don't know, man. I don't really know.
Tubold, alright, here's my analysis. Tubold's bombs have so far not been countered at one time. The crits is out for BTS, 25 seconds. It is officially garbage time. No two ways around it, as Dud does nothing, comes around the corner, and as heavy, but there's just nothing for him. And BTS is going to tie it up 1-1 here on map number 1. A really interesting turn of events here. I don't know, I kind of wrote off BTS on this map, guys, and clearly I was wrong.
Yeah,
wrong
we're both eating crow at the moment, I'll tell you what. Now it's a very chaotic map, the second half. Especially the second half of the second half. Now we're going to the third half, by the way, so make sense of that. No, it's BTS did really well. This perma crits play is actually very effective. I said it earlier where I'm like, using crits has diminishing returns as teams start to expect you using crits over and over again. I guess what I'm not expecting or accounting for is it working over and over again, right? Because I have my own preconceived like situation and action patterns of how the game goes, based off of what I would see at varying levels of play, but sometimes you just throw that out the window. And I would imagine too, if you're Sorry to Bother You, the fact that every time like you start to mount a push, like you've just got like a crit sticky shoved in your face, or you're getting good opportunity to get pressure on the cart, and then like just people kill you. It's I don't know, it's very very interesting. Fun map. Really, really fun.
Very fun map. All right, I have many things to say. As
Let's
I
hear it. Let's
always
hear
do.
it.
One BTS sleeper carried that round for BTS. Two, if Bumbler learns to spy check the one spot on Cliff, they win this next round. And three, Sorry to Bother You has not figured out how to counter crits. And it keeps working for BTS because they haven't adjusted at all. So Sorry to Bother You is just slamming their head into a wall. Those are my thoughts. Analyze.
You're correct.
I do my best.
No, it's I think the biggest thing is just the real lack of the counter to the perma crits play. And I think too the flank on BTS. What does BTS stand for, by the way?
Big time
Do you
sus.
know? Big time sus.
Right. Shout out
Anyway.
Sayo for being a great producer and knowing that my Discord was messed up. That should be fixed and I shouldn't be cutting out anymore.
Yeah, same here, by the way. Shout out
Sweet.
to Fire.
Yeah.
We love Fireside Cast here at Fireside Cast. Anyway.
If there's one thing we love at Fireside Cast, it is Fireside Cast. And all the people who have made this possible, shout out to Xenagos for subscribing earlier, and everyone who donates and watches and everything. That's great. You're keeping the TF2 community alive. And
taking 562 for saying goated casters for a hype match, which is true. We might be washed in terms of casting, but we're still, the glory days are not behind us yet. No, I think to get back to whatever rudimentary analysis I was trying to do. I think if you are Sorry to Bother You, you've got to be discussing in this halftime where we're going to a third half, so a third. So for the next third of the map, how to manage the emotions, right? Because again, as you, I think you used the term something like slamming your head against the wall, which I think is a perfect analogy because it becomes one of those things where it's like, no matter what advantages they were eking out for themselves, BTS were finding ways to like get clutch frags or, just getting whatever disadvantages that were against them like leveled out, right? So maybe the disadvantages were players. Well, Lazy Purple and Too Bold and Fish are like picking up frags on the flank, right? And so, Sorry to Bother You in when they were on blue, were never really able to manage a solid push in the way that they would want. They would always like meet some sort of resistance. So we got to be figuring out how do we stop the crits play. Some of it, I don't know. Like, I don't know, just ramp up the pressure, kill the med. That might be a good start. But as well, like, how do you take care of the threats of like Too Bold, whose bombs have been like
they
very
need to look up. Yeah, they need to look at the sky and realize that the soldier's been bombing the same 3 routes on each. Like, there's 1 route per point that he bombs on, and he doesn't bomb on last. And you just gotta realize that and then adapt. I think that's what makes Amateur so comical to watch is that there's just no adaptation. There's no evolution to the gameplay.
Stuff just happens, man.
Yeah, so it's you roll a dice every time you do a mouse input or a keyboard input. You have no idea what's going to happen. Anyway, you think you predicted a 2-0 for Sorry to Bother You? Do you think with this Kritzkrieg development and Sorry to Bother You's inability to adjust that this could be a 2-1 for BTS?
Well, I certainly think it could be. Am I going to make a prediction? Yes, I am going to make a prediction.
Are you going to change your original prediction?
Well, I'm going to have to because I predicted 2-0 and it's 1-1.
Well, sorry, your original winner, map winner.
Who's up first? Sorry to Bother You's on blue. Yes, I think I will change my prediction.
Yes.
It's going to be BTS
2-1
with a 452. 452.
A 452 would be a pretty neat time to see. No pun intended on the Dumb Man player name.
What happens if I get it? What happens if I get it?
Nobody realized that I called the first push being a 51-second first time.
Okay, but you can see like the path of the cart.
I called it like 7 seconds early. It was pretty cool. Whatever. They're all gonna die in the box here. If you want to hop onto blue spawn, there it is.
Anyway.
Yeah, start bullying me on the stream. We're in setup time. One thing that I really dislike about Sorry to Bother You's Bert so far is that they've been holding Cliff, and BTS has been able to exploit that with a quick push into second. When I say a quick push, BTS doesn't really do things that quickly, but they were able to get over hill effectively, and that's all that mattered. You know?
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
Sorry,
so they keep Medigun, it looks like, for this defense.
Ooh, a little bit down. Switch
the adaptations. Adaptations are underway for BTS. They're trying something new and different.
What if they ran quick fix?
They are running what Sorry to Bother You has been running with the cliff hold, and I just commented that I didn't like Sorry to Bother You was doing that, so I'm also going to say I don't like this hold position from BTS. It might work, I just don't like it. No one's really watching this drop-down area for BTS. They're now setting some traps. 2 bolts. Oh, Fish and Purple both going to go down here. 2 early picks, no scout, no spy. As the sniper is free peeking over hill. Oh, 2 bolt bombs in, gets Brook. Has to get out here. The Uber popped. Calendar rushes forward, leading the charge on Medic. The Pyro will get the entirety of the Uber here and will go off the cliff. Bumbler gets sent into the Shadow Realm as the Ubers both fade, and the heavy rounds the corner into the gun and gets the kill. Not really much else to do here on first.
Yeah, at this point it's a bit of a back out. Yeah,
Mustard
want to back
Mustard
out.
5k? Mustard's gonna kill Calendar? No.
No, they finally turn around and check where the spy is.
Calendar dies anyway because no one's left yet. Please walk away. It's not safe here. Like, they're just standing around like a bunch of idiots,
they're just
being
chilling,
like, I wonder if I'll die.
They're just chilling. There's fire in front of them. Like, yeah, let's play with this a little bit, you know.
Slight ad here for BTS down on the holds.
Yeah, Brook goes down, so that's going to alleviate that sniper pressure for them, and they're... Mustard actually picks up 2 bolt, which might be the most important frags to get. Rels goes down, a bomb in from the demo, and the soldier skybox. Does anybody hit an air shot? No.
No, but the gun does go down, and the Uber is forced. Oh, that's real bad here for BTS. Full HP force.
That's what we call it, just Daz force.
Does Nat
I'm just
get the gun up? You would drop, everyone does that, but you also wouldn't be caught dead in Highlander matches. Here's Fish onto the sniper, gets the kill. You would be caught dead playing Highlander. That's how you'd be found every time. Dead.
I was about to make a
Here's
really
the Uber for the blue team walking over hill. Bumbler's gonna just stuff that, but he'll go down to Ward. And is there anything in this Uber? They get the gun, and they get the gun in 4. That's enough.
I just saw Nat on 5 HP like run out of the barn and like drop a sentry gun, and then like Buddy Ward just like from across the map just shoots him and he dies.
Yeah, Kalna just died to Juxi, who also picked up meat, so no medic, no demo, and Sorry to Bother You, looks like they are in the same form of first round. BTS feeling lost without the crits. I wouldn't be surprised if Calendar comes up crits here, but I don't know if they'll make the adjustment.
Let's see the crits. Let's see the crits.
Goes down to Sat. Sorry, that's what you just said. I thought you said Sat, but nope. I'm an idiot. Deal with it. It's stock Uber Jazz, and Sat's gonna die here. And,
yeah, I mean, they did pick up Quackjack, which means they are going to have slight Uber advantage, which I think, given how the first few points have gone, just being able to, like, set up shop a little bit might be the best thing for them to do. Lazy Purple's going to have to watch out, because Mustard is lurking around and about, waiting to get a stab.
Easy stab.
And then Rook just keeps on getting these, like, wide peaks on
No one's touching cart. No one's looking at the cart area, except Ward, who's going to cap it here. Neat is going to be the one to drop there, but he's going to go down a pipe from Hiley, who then falls to Lazy Purple. Nice trade out there. 3 down for the defense, 2 for the offense. Can they find this heavy as Ward will force the Uber to get popped onto Bumbler. 99% in hand for Sorry to Bother You. It should be a quick push around the corner here, but they might wait for Ward and Brook to come up.
Now, it does look like they're
Medic on
starting
cart?
to rise up to the 2 bold bombs. There's some chatter in the chat with, what's his face, Juicy saying, "Don't bomb my sniper." But
nice shot by
who drops the players in the
Quack check so weak! Quack checked it again! Salty Fish and Tubal combined for the kill. The cart not capped. BTS holds it, and the gun's gonna come up. Calendar 55% on the stock Uber. It was 221 through 2, but this third is throwing a wrench in the plans of Sorry to Bother You.
See, this is what I was talking about, where like these feeds a saw. But this is what I was talking about, where like they get advantages to start like working in their favor, and then just somehow the players on BTS clutch TF up. And so it's turned what was like should have been a very good push into like a really not dire situation, because there's still like plenty of time to work with, but like you don't want to wait too much.
Big flank, Juicy.
Oh, Juicy.
He actually dies there.
Two-Bolt taking a fight on the flank.
Uber.
Turn it into a 2v1 Two-Bolt. Don't fight Ward on your own.
Two-Bolt rounds the corner and wants to fight the entire blue team on his own, but he wisely backs off as Uber ad now cleanly in the hands of Sorry to Bother You. Still no cap on 3 here. Bumbler sticking around the cart, but that means Mustard has free reign. Highly into the corner. Highly gets rolled. Counter gets stabbed. And
like
Funk is gonna
Fist
of Steel. Funk is just gonna Fist of Steel live on cart here. He's literally just living on cart. The gun doesn't get sapped, and everybody dies on blue. What was that kill streak from Neat?
I'm sorry. This is like a comedy of errors that I just saw. It
really is.
Because,
Neat is popping, dude.
No. So they Blue uses the Uber in, and they're getting a lot of pressure, and then Calendar, instead of like popping in exchange,
still not dead.
Like Calendar starts running to the resupply room, and Mustard goes and backstabs him, and then you got Funk who's just like playing ring around.
He's still there.
Not being shot. He finally goes down, but like
he never got healed once.
4-minute hold, by the way, just a 4-minute hold on third, and like there's still a sentry gun on.
Juicy gets in deep and picks off Calendar. So the heavy sat there, Funk sat there, and then was half health and didn't get healed up. I think he could have lived for another minute, just walking around the other side of the cart from blue team and saying, if I can't see you, you can't see me, and playing peekaboo the whole time.
I hope he makes like a YouTube video and just like it's just like the 20 seconds of him doing that, put onto like. That music, you know,
Spanish
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
that'd be a good one. Salty
2 million views, 2 million views, I guarantee it. Funk, hire me. Creative director, Just Jazz Enterprises.
Anyway, it was 6:09 through 3, and now the Uber is going to come out for the blue team, pushing it to last. Level 1 gun is wrangled, and wrangled level 1 is still a formidable foe here. The gun's not down. Nat getting pressured by the power of the gun will finally fall as Highly tries to trap off spawn. Mustard and Juicy in there to help. Nobody's able to get to cart, and BTS will relinquish fourth. It's a 7:25. Sorry to Bother You in a lot of trouble here. BTS looks to close out map 1.
I'm just saying, 453, totally on. Totally on.
Totally on.
The Just
100%.
Jazz prediction, never bet against Just Jazz, unless it's my Sixes team, in which case, probably bet against us. But I'm retired now, so you can't even bet against me anymore. So, yeah, really, really good time for BTS. That hold on third was both beautiful and hilarious. Like, just so much goes on. If you're Sorry to Bother You, these cliff holds that they've been setting up, they're wisely not setting up there again, but they've got to really be careful because Calendar, are they running crits? No, they're running Uber. So they've got time to work with. If you're BTS, though, you really got to make sure that...
Oh, no, they swapped crits. They did it again. So, Calendar is employing some tech for the second time in a row tonight. They imagine that Mustard will check the Uber early on and hope that he won't check it again here. They have swapped crits, built it up in time, and it's crits versus Uber with a passive gun hold.
That's so funny. Like, They really love. That's some like 100 IQ strats. Sorry,
100
IQ
is an accurate number. No. You're right. You said the right thing, man.
Back dab in the middle of the bell curve, baby.
Anyway, the gates have opened. BTS with the crits in hand, trying to push in here. They will pop really early, and there's just nobody on this cliff area. And Neat gets domes. Tough.
Yeah, 100 IQ. 100 IQ.
It's a nice even round number. I love it. Calendar kind of isolated there. Runs back to card. Gets with their heavy weapons guy. This passive hold. They lose the gun. Salty Fish dances around, misses the stab on the demo, misses it again, runs away in shame for his failures. And sorry to bother you, is just passively on this hill. Now they'll run away.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the... Sorry to bother you, they do have a full Uber advantage against the crits, but I would hope BTS goes in for a sack wave here, but
sack wave and open chats. Come on.
I mean, we saw it last round, but you know, it's a you know.
Does Mustard drop the medic here? Place your bets now. He decloaked. No, he's gonna try to headshot Sat. He missed the first shot on a sniper that was standing still, but he does get the kill eventually. Crit streak still not popped out yet. You could just round the corner and kill everybody, but I don't know if Neat knows they have the power to do that.
I'd be surprised if they knew there was a corner there. Oh, you're talking about the hill corner. I thought you meant the flank route corner.
No, the hill corner. They're gonna go low. They're doing a side tunnel crits. Wait, onto Quackjack. Can they get this? No. They pop a little late, and now the Uber's gonna be out. Quackjack gets juggled.
Oh wait, they
Lazy Purple bonks. There's no damage onto the combo. There's no damage anywhere. BTS waits way too long. Kind of gets stuffed before the push can happen.
Is Salty Fish streaming this, by the way?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Anyway.
But you should watch our stream because we're better. don't watch Fish's stream.
Imagine he doesn't have like a 90-second delay, like, and the other team's just watching it. Anyway. Yeah, so far the crits really haven't materialized into anything. I'm not sure if Calendar went down. Actually, Calendar, he might have just gone back and swapped to Uber. They've really got to make sure this next push counts for something, though, because it's, sorry to bother you, only 4.5 minutes left, roughly, and they haven't been able to break this hold.
Oh, it's stock! BTS went back to stock! What is this?
They trust the plan.
Is this a throw? Is this a throw?
Patriots in control. I don't know if it's gonna be a throw, but
for how BTS has been playing tonight,
maybe they're looking to not bang their head against the wall like we were seeing the sorry to bother you do for a few rounds. But they've got to figure out how to like start turning up the pressure because that card is just slowly creeping back. Brook does go down, so that's a huge pick, opening up space and to work with on the hill. Funky is so weak.
Sat's gonna get stabbed here?
Weak. Oh wait, I was gonna say they lost their Uber advantage.
Crits are Uber out. Mustard gets a quick stab onto the sniper. Now the fight onto Hill. The Pyro just stuffing everything. And Funk's gonna die as well. 3 down, 4-1. They do get the gun, right?
Yeah, but they're just getting like hard flanked by
Calendar dead to the flank heavy. Oh, the 5K. They'll get the gun as well. And the tally. Oh no. What a heavy play.
Yeah, it's got to be Lazy Purple just going in for a hero play on Quackjack. Doesn't get anything. Sat keeps his cart from
2 bolts! 2 bolts! 1 more rocket! Oh! Can't secure it and dies to the reflect. Insult to injury.
And then Salty Fish going down to Ward as well. So it's a little bit bad news bears for BTS.
Suddenly this is rather losable for BTS. 304 for 3 more points, and they have Uber dis ad trying to push over Hill. They're going to get so weak. Their medic gets weak as well. 3 fall for the blue team here. They do find Highly, but now Funk will fall as well.
I feel like I'm watching every team I've ever played on when I play on Uncle Topia right now. Which is maybe a mean way of putting it, but...
you know that there are multiple Uncle Topia teams, at least in seasons past.
I do remember
there was like the Atlanta 1 team.
Because we casted them, and then they lost to the sandbagging team.
Yeah, well,
I remember that.
Yep.
So they need to take advantage of the fact that Brook and Mustard are.
Yeah, no pit classes. That was funny.
No, just watching Nat just walk over the hill and just get minced alive by this entering the pipe. That was tragic.
Highly gets saved. There's no pressure onto Cart. It's going backwards. Lace is going to try to get there. Jukes, he gets a good bomb in. Ward dead. Twofold falls as well. Dud does nothing. Has kind of been holding down the fort on heavy for the red team here. Quackjack stabbed out. Salty Fish. Good kill there. Is it enough? Is it too little too late? And I think it may be 1:45 on the clock, and we're still stuck on second. Where's the push, Jazz?
Hopefully coming right now because they've got 4 picks in their favor. They can keep Calendar alive and then have like ×3 on the cart and also get everybody stop from setting up and also use the Uber advantage.
And
as
also
well as continually getting frags. They could definitely do this, but they have to like go right now, like on 100%. On 100%, just like pop in and kill all of them. This is how this works.
Yeah, this push needed to start yesterday for BTS here, but they do have this full Uber. Can they round the corner? Can they make it happen quickly? It's not crits, and I think they've just been relying on the damage, and they don't know how to not win by raw damage, which is going to be very interesting for product. As we start to think about map 2 as map 1 wraps up shortly. 45 seconds. I believe this is now garbage time on map number 1. Sorry to bother you, looking like they'll take it 2-1 as I predicted. But BTS, far stronger showing, Jazz, than I think either of us expected.
Definitely some creativity in terms of the play, using the full-time crits, like some really aggressive, really opportunistic plays that they had in the first 2 halves. But credit to, sorry to bother you, especially this. Excuse me, I almost choked for something.
Not
anyway,
bad.
Imagine like dying on stream.
It's bad for you.
But no, so credit to sorry to bother you, because it'd be very easy and understandable for them after losing the first 2 rounds, or rather, after losing the second round in like such a tail between their legs fashion to just like tilt out and everybody be mad. But they figured out a way of countering the 2 bold bombs. They figured out just how to corral together, and that hold on the hill was really nice. Just ticked away the time.
We are back, getting ready for map number 2 in this first round amateur playoff matchup. My name is Godfather, your strongest caster. Got Just Jazz on the mic with me, Gray's on production, and BTS is down 1-0 against Sorry to Bother You. And let's take a look at the last round of logs there. I said it mid-match, but I think it's the heavy. 18 kills, 271. Does nothing. Holds down the fort for the victorious team there. Sorry to bother you. And I don't know. I feel like that was a very winnable game for BTS till the heavy popped off.
Yeah, it turns out Dud does something. All right, enough of that.
Yeah, that's enough.
No, yeah, I think. Sorry to bother you again. Just at the most opportune moments, just finding clutch plays. Their hold on the hill just to delay and tick away the time for BTS was probably the first time since literally like the first round of that series where everything went well for them. Just managing to just push after push after push, stopping it all. I also think too, just like a minor thing, the first I'm about to sneeze. Hold on. Never mind.
That's
I'm about
a
to
long
sneeze.
Oh,
Take it
okay.
away.
Yeah, I got you. While Jazz thinks about whether or not he wants to sneeze, I'm going to actually transition into talking about map number 2, Product. This is where I think BTS has a really good opportunity to turn this match around. They had a strong showing on map 1, an unexpectedly strong showing, that is. And now we're on to Product, a comfort map for literally the entire TF2 community, and an opportunity for Vaccinator, it looks like, in pregame. I don't know, Jazz, you think we're going to see Vaccinator run on Product here?
I hope not, but I'm like somehow having an allergy attack out of nowhere. So I'm gonna stay on mute for like 2 more seconds. Give me 1 minute.
No worries, I can talk. That's what I'm great at. That's why I'm here. Hope everybody's having a good time so far. Amateur Highlander playoffs are freaking great. We should be getting live in a moment. Remember, predict some channel points. We only had 3 people betting on map 1. I think we got a little bit more than that, but go spend those channel
Yeah,
points. Gambling is good.
we have had a big time raid from RGL GG. Thank you, Dolphin.
Hell yeah. Thanks,
I think we
Dolphin.
got 126 viewers, something like that. So thank you for the raid. Hope the invite Highlander match was a lot of fun because now we are watching amateur
Better.
Highlander, which is as fun, but in a different way. We're going to map 2 Product, as they call it, which should be a fun one. Sorry to bother you. Taking the first map 2-1 on Vigil. Whose map pick was this, by the way? Do you know?
So this is going to be BTS's map pick. They had the bans, not the picks, and went with Product. It's a comfort pick for all of them, and since most of them don't play TF2 at all outside of these matches, again, it's a no scrim team. They just wanted a comfort pick, and I think Product's probably the best comfort pick there is.
Yeah, and it's certainly a map everybody's like well used to seeing. I don't know how many seasons it's been in the Highlander rotation, but I would wager it's like all of them since time immemorial.
Since the first one, maybe. Actually, no, the first Highlander, first competitive seasons, I know they played like 2 Fort and whatnot, and it was hell because TF2 was hell back then. But pretty much the most staple map in all of TF2 competitive
Highlander
for as long
Hydro.
as possible. I'd play it. Hydro gets too much hate, man.
I grew up on Hydro, unironically.
I love the
Hydro,
game mode. Hydro's not a great map.
I might leave the cast just for that comment. Hydro is a great map. It's like it's not the best bad map, but it's a good bad map.
It's a great bad map. Anyway,
yes.
Let's talk about this map. Product. Sniper, unstoppable unless you're really focus firing. Twobold, he's going to have a freaking field day here with all of his high bombs. On the other side of things, sorry to bother you, they're going to rely on Ward and highly in these Ubers. Bringing your scout and demo forward has always been insanely powerful on Koth, especially on Product, and I'm just expecting to see multiple kill streaks coming out of that duo. And Honestly, crits in hand in pregame for BTS, I don't think it's the worst idea if you can disrupt the combo enough and disrupt the building of Uber on the side to start to bother you. Make sure that you're not popping crits into Uber. It's going to work out well, or at least it has good potential to. Who else are you looking at
Why
here?
is Michael on the stream, by the way?
Because Fireside merch. You can also type in chat !merch to go check out all the amazing stuff over at the Fireside store. It's all good and high quality, and it helps support the channel and what we do here. So do that. I don't get paid for it, but
I'm wearing my G6 shirt at the moment, so it's a really comfortable shirt. So go buy the merch because it helps support Fireside Cast and all the great stuff that we do and all the great stuff we might do in the future. Antlers knows what I'm talking about. Shout out to Antlers, by the way.
Shout out Antlers, great guy.
So
hey, are they readying up?
BTS is readied up. We're still waiting on Quackjack.
Oh yeah, no medic
join the game. He disconnected for some reason.
I'm remembering now. Pretty sure that Sorry to Bother You is ringing someone. I think it's their heavy. I think that was in match comps that they had a ringer. So I don't believe their heavy has ever played with these guys. It's one of them. I'm pretty sure it's the heavy. Let me check match comps.
Well, he was popping off, so more power to him.
Ringing for heavy, yeah.
Now, where is Quackjack?
So, Does Nothing plays for Payload Inc.
Is that an amateur team?
Yes, I believe that's the second place amateur team. Let me check. They went 5-2 for.
Remember when we tried to start an amateur Highlander team and I got told I was too good despite only ever playing medic and sixes?
Yes.
Not that I'm still bitter about that, of course.
No, of course not.
But yeah. Any score predictions for this year match, Mr. Godfather?
Oh, let's see. This is max score
BTS
4.
BTS pick max score 4. Halftime after 2 rounds.
After 2 rounds per team.
Yeah,
right?
you know what I mean. Semantics and all that.
Semantics. Love arguing them. What do I think the score is going to be? Honestly, I think it depends on whether or not BTS runs crits full time. And also, I haven't gotten to see Ward in on an Uber, like a dedicated Uber. Can I make an informed decision after the first round?
No.
Or do I? Okay, that's the answer has always been
you
no.
have to commit.
Yeah, I have to commit and be right because I'm the caster. I think this is going to be like a 4-2 BTS game.
4-2. God, imagine! Oh my God, that makes me. That'd be like 6 rounds.
That would be 6 rounds, which would also force Steel, which is the most chaotic map in all of TF2, probably.
I want BTS to win, and I want them to do it 4-0.
I don't think you're supposed to say the quiet part out loud.
No. Listen, I want BTS to win so that we can like go to Steel. I don't care what the score. I hope the score is like a fast score. Get this map over with. Let's get to Steel. But we're live. We're locked in. We're rolling. Highlander, amateur, Fireside Cast, Just Jazz, Godfather. Take it away.
I got you. That was pretty good as far as intros go. We are in on mid number 1, and it is crits in hand for BTS. And we'll see how much quicker they are able to build. Juxi goes for a bomb, kind of hits his head, falls flat. Calendar gets super weak, escapes into house. 2 die, including the demo for Sorry to Bother You. Now 2 fall on the other side of things. Nat, an instant death in the post fight. And looks like Sorry to Bother You gets the better of that, but crits in hand for Neat, and it looks like they want to go forward with it. Here's the crits, but can they get Quackjack? There's no range on these stickies. They get the sniper, but out goes Sorry to Bother You, and just not worthwhile in my opinion. You gotta wait for that crits. You gotta draw in Sorry to Bother You, make them commit to a fight, then pop it. Now they're overextended, and here comes Sorry to Bother You, just running them down. Ward Ragdoll gets sent to the stratosphere, doesn't pick up any kills, and honestly, a piss poor Uber for Sorry to Bother You. Advantage back to BTS.
Yeah, you thought it would have been a good Uber just with the pressure coming back in immediately, but Calendar just somehow dodging all the sticky. Woo! Never mind. Juxi with a big bomb in from connector. Was it Neat? Oh, we need.
Yep.
He drops
Yep.
crack check. I'm
Both
sorry.
medics go down. Both medics fall there.
Sorry, our great producer Gray was like, "Neat, drop the medic." I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's on the other team. But then I looked at the kill feed and people are dying and all this stuff.
It's
been
product.
a while
Everyone's
since I've
dying.
done this, you know. What can I say? But yeah,
Fish,
interesting.
weird decloak.
First 2 minutes of the map, BTS still in control of the point. Now you're getting Sorry to Bother You. Re-pressuring from the right side. Juxi trying to bomb in and get pressure on this flank. They're starting to get the cap. Everything's still on the crits. They are still in the crits, but Juxi just popped down on them. Now can they salvage? Can they? Oh, they get does nothing. And now they're continuing just to get whatever pressure they can. Are they going to just go all in for the med? It does not look like it. Maybe they'll try to bait the Uber out a little bit, but they've got to be careful and get that pressure started sooner rather than later before the pressure, the hold gets set back up on the side of Sorry to Bother You. Interesting first few minutes. Never mind. Big headshot. Sat across the Badlands.
And Fish gets a stab onto Brook. That's a really good turn of events here for BTS. The fight's still underway. 3 down, 4 down for Sorry to Bother You. Can BTS take any ground off this? Here's Jubal. He jumps all alone.
Like they are. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Wow.
Big pumps. Calendar, got to be careful. Juxi and Mustard living in the back line,
finish
but
him.
Mustard, he's so weak.
Bumbler! Oh my god, Bumbler was like millimeters away from catching the spy, but just doesn't spy check hard enough.
You felt the heat on your face from those flames, but not enough to get burnt, apparently.
You'd be like, lit the cigarette in Spy's mouth.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Speaking of Spy, Mustard lurking behind Cliff right now, looking for a play if he can. Full crits in hand for BTS here as they do hold the point.
What a serve by Brook.
Big bomb, double bomb, both explosive classes going in, trying to pincer, not really getting anywhere. Calendar takes a whole lot of damage. Are they going to pop the crits out? They already did, never mind, and everyone's going to die on BTS. What a crumble.
Womp.
Yeah, womp womp. Jeez.
Salty Fish battling. Wait, the heavy battle. Oh.
Ayo, shout out Bumbler, running Homewrecker, destroying Sappers.
We love to see it.
Love a Homewrecker. I've always said this.
And TF2, by the way, not like in real life.
My girlfriend is watching this, so I'm throwing out weird things just to mess with her.
We love Godfather's girlfriend in this chat.
Anyway, back to TF2. 53 seconds on the clock.
Anyway.
53 seconds on the clock for BTS. They have the time advantage so far. Brook has been popping off. I think he's just holding onto that rock real hard. Jubald onto Hiley. One more rocket will get the kill. Never mind, it's Sat getting the air shot.
Does nothing is sitting on China and has not been spotted yet. Like, okay, now he's spotted.
That's Japan, but yes.
Excuse me. Sorry, Japan.
Learn your geography, Jazz. Damn.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Sorry, I was about to...
Counter got a saw there onto Juxi for the kill. 95% crits again. They could just walk out, crits, and kill everyone.
And it looks like they're starting to pressure from Cliff, or maybe not. Maybe they're like, we don't want to get sniped here. They have to start going pretty soon. Does nothing, does go down. Sat getting backstabbed, and then Mustard...
Oh, it's massive from Fish, but getting kills on the other side of things. I muted myself. Both medics have died. Frags in favor of BTS. They'll get the cap back as well, but that delays their medic. It's going to be... well, honestly, the ad won't matter for the side of Sorry to Bother You because it will be crits and it will build faster. So a good exchange for BTS. 41 seconds with the point. Twobold tries to make a play, but falls in front of everybody. And so they die. One thing that you can always count on in open is that players will delay their teammates by capping the point without fail. Every match it happens at least a few times at this level, and it just happened to be the medic that time.
Well, now it's interesting. A lot of the BTS players are going down. This is just relentless pressure.
No!
Big Juxi with the big bomb, and Funk. Nothing he can do in a Team V1.
Time on the clock has suddenly equalized. I didn't really see how much time Sorry to Bother You was taking off the clock, but now it's gonna tick down to 0 in a second here, and BTS is gonna have to be on the point. an
Then
attempt
there's
there,
the
but
Uber,
there's
yeah.
nothing. So, if you're the side of BTS, Jazz, what 3 things are you changing?
Well, first of all, I would have held the point for 3 minutes. That's
Okay.
the first thing I changed.
How would you have gone about that? Come on.
I don't know. It's interesting. They've just unable to break some of these holds. No, there's so much going on, man. I don't have any analysis. I'm just.
Well, we're in on to mid number 2.
at the moment.
Lazy Purple's gonna die immediately. Oh, and Tubolt's gonna be in trouble. Gets good damage though into Connector. Can they clean up the kill? And they will. Tubolt, nice frags there. It's 4 down versus 2. BTS has the advantage. Sniper for the blue team up on China. Ziggy falls to Sat on the other side of things, and Salty Fish picking up a kill onto Highly as well. They could walk forward here, but it appears... Alright, there you go. Lazy Purple's gonna get there. Oh, nice stab by Fish as well, Jazz. Right on China, gets the stab, runs away. Tubolt jumps out. Full crits in hand. They kind of needed to go already.
Are they on crits?
Into Uber, yeah.
I think something that they could do here is just like bait the team into the space that they're vacating, and then like once you see them pushing, like start using it.
Dude,
I think the times when they've been aggressive with the crits, just like walking into them, it's been a bit of a disaster class.
Oh, they pop crits immediately. No, you gotta hold that. You gotta kite and hold it. But can they get the frag? Quack! Quack super weak here.
Takes a big sticky to the face, doesn't go down, and now it's in.
Bumbler! WM1, can he get it? WM1, can he get it? The medic's so weak. Everybody is there. The pan! No, it's a bottle from Neat. The 6K from Neat. And Salty Fish, a 6K of his own, picks up the stab onto the heavy. Frags falling everywhere here for BTS. They've taken a minute off the clock. And, it certainly stayed chaotic the whole time, Jazz.
I don't think that there's... At no point in this game has it not been chaotic.
Yep.
This is just... There's just so much stuff that happens here. But, yeah, so really good. They've taken a minute and a half off of the clock. But then the big headshot by Brook gonna make things a little bit more difficult. They do get Neat.
BTS wipes here. BTS wipes here. They had no idea it was coming at them. No one was looking forward, and I saw 3 people with a coordinated attack. BTS cannot deal with that. Ever.
They do pick up highly with like a last second 2-bolt bomb, which is going to give them an opportunity to take a kind of like an 8v6, something like that.
So yes, conventionally, but BTS doesn't go fast enough.
There's no demo up though, at least for a little bit longer, and then Juxi goes down. Juxi, who's by the way been having a fantastic run of form in the last few halves. Going down. Ziggy's gone down too, so no sentry to deal with. Can they continue to just ramp the pressure up? Can they find a pick on Brook? Can they find a pick on the med? Can they find anything? Salty Fish making his move. Looks like it gets found out, maybe? I don't know, kind of like gets found out, but then doesn't get found out. Perfect opportunity. Lazy Purple just
Lazy! Lazy gets the force off as well and strits out too.
Not only do you get the force off, they've gotten like...
Neat, get the frag! Oh, Neat with the long-range snipe! It's from downtown! Neat with the fading crit screen. Gets the kill on Quackjack. What a snipe.
There's so much happening, man.
Alright, Neat's honestly playing a game of their life tonight.
Is he a YouTuber as well?
I don't think so. I think they're just a TF2 player. I think Micah Lele was talking about playing with them years ago, literally.
Micah, drop the lore.
Yeah, drop the lore.
Shout out Michael Lele, by the way.
Give me some logs, Micah.
Who almost gets the market garden?
Oh, goes for it! Goes for it! Oh!
He tries again. He tried to get the garden on Brook. It didn't work out, and then he's like, all right, fuck it, we'll do it again. Pardon my French.
Fish gets the stab onto the sniper. He will get caught here. Oh, nearly kills Rels. Takes them out of the fight for a little bit, but it's 4 down for BTS. 40 seconds on the clock. If they can
with
get
Uber
back on it
advantage
here.
still, if they can continue to creep forward. Now, where's Dud? Does nothing. Oh, the big bomb in.
Oh, Ward, no!
Was he hiding on Japan?
Yeah.
The Japan heavy flank play. We love it.
BTS is spatially unaware of what Sorry to Bother You is doing. And it's really killing them here. they need to think about when the push is coming and be prepared for it, because so far they're just standing around like a bunch of idiots and dying. But they're not going to delay anyone here. 40 seconds on the clock. They'll take the cap back, and we'll see how well they can do. It's about a 20-second time difference.
Yeah, this is a rapidly coming up on Uber, unless it's crits again, but the Uber is going to come out, and Kaliner just in no man's land, disconnected from his team entirely.
Kaliner gonna die.
Yeah, it doesn't
Damn.
get Womp.
Womp womp. Alright, this is so winnable for BTS, but sorry to bother you, is playing with coordination that BTS can't comprehend. I think that BTS doesn't understand what's going on. It's like, no offense to them, I love these guys.
BTS are a bunch of brainlets, dude.
Okay, most of them are Overwatch players, that's all you need to know.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I already knew this. I don't know why I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they have an opportunity just to get one more push in, and they do pick up Ward, and Juxie's gone down quite low. So there's certainly enough time to ramp the push up, but they've got to make sure they go as quick as they can. They do knock that sentry gun down, so they just need to continue. Find an opening. Can they find a frag? Can they find some space? Sat going down, maybe not the best way to start it.
Mustard has been hiding in the same spot and getting away with it, and they get the stab mid-crits! Oh, it's disgusting!
Oh, it's crits.
Bumbler does not know the spy decloak spots, and so he can't protect his team properly. The spy's just been decloaking in that corner below China all game, and he's not doing anything about it because he's never checking it. So BTS blows over a minute and a half lead for Sorry to Bother You to go up 2-0. It is first to 4 on this map, but not where BTS wanted to be on their map pick.
Just as a quick aside,
Look at stream. Mike Lele's face is over Bumbler. What is this?
when you corrected me, the name for Japan and China, by the way, you know what my first instinct was, and I stopped myself because I'm a good boy. My first instinct was to, the Kung Fu fighting song.
Everybody was Kung Fu fighting.
I almost started whistling it. I was just like,
Don't
what?
do that.
I'm good. That's a good song, though. That's a good song. A great song, by the way. Shoutouts to the disco era. Shoutouts to Michael Lele as well for being on stream. Handsome guy. I saw him at LAN too. I didn't talk to him, but I did see him in the crowd. As handsome in real life as he is on the stream. So buy the merch that he's wearing.
So buy the merch. Yeah.
Logs, by the way. Take us through some of these logs here, Godfather. Because I have to pull the logs up myself.
Yeah, I haven't opened them. Here we go. Koth product final. 457 DPM for Salty Fish. Neat with 436. 395 out of 2 bold. Top frags is Neat with 18. Crits, of course, got run that game, so... what? My producer is telling me things and whispering things in my ear.
Conflicting messages. I'm losing my mind.
So the real story, I think, is Brook with 16 kills, Juxie with 16 kills, and Duh does nothing with 14 kills. They're outputting acquiring a lot of frags, outputting a lot of damage, and not getting stopped. So those are the adjustment areas that I would be looking at. That and the spy. Honestly, if Bumbler can check the 2 spots the spy keeps decloaking in every single life, game changer. And then also maybe put a mini sentry to protect your medic.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just having a look at these logs as well.
What are you seeing? What do you got to say for yourself?
For one, Neat is having the game of his life. He's kind of doing all the work.
Everything, yeah, carrying as best he can.
Yeah, huge damage output, huge amount of frags. I think the over reliance on crits for Kaliner is an issue because they've only run crits the entire time, right?
I kind of disagree though. They've seen all of their success on crits. I don't know if it's an over reliance or just the strategy they're most comfortable with. If If
sometimes
they
I guess sometimes, but my overall point that I was gonna get to, but then I had to defer to you, because
sorry,
sometimes
sorry,
no, you're
sorry,
good, you're
sorry,
good, you're
sorry.
good.
Go
No,
on. You're right.
Godfather,
You're right.
we love the Godfather analysis. It just becomes like a predictability thing, right? Where all you have to do is like as soon as they pop the crits, yeah, they might get a frag, but if we can collapse on their med and collapse on the player in the crits as fast as we can, then we've effectively nullified it. Whereas, like especially when you've got uber advantage going into the crits Krieg, it's this is free real estate, right? It's free picks. There's the you can't hurt the invincible player, and so if they can figure out how to take these crits and like get really aggressive with them, it could be quite good. But again, like the aggressiveness of the crits is like, I don't know. It becomes like a thing. Like you see the team starting to walk at you, like, oh, they're about to use crits. Like we just need to backpedal. But if you bait them in, then at some point they're going to have the Uber anyway. Typically, they're walking into you because they've got Uber. So you've got to. It becomes like like I said, it's like the point I made earlier in the cast. Like the efficacy of a crits Krieg play diminishes the more the longer you are on it, right? Whereas like if you just take an Uber, you just take an Uber exchange, right? And then you play the post fight. Whereas like there really is no post fight for them in an Uber versus crits exchange because they're all dead.
Yes, I agree.
Yes, it's because I'm correct.
Yeah. It's definitely not because I was focusing on other things and not listening to your analysis, but I agree with it anyway. One thing that I pointed out earlier that I would really like to see BTS make in terms of adjustments is they pop their crits so freaking early and they just can't get anything. Like the opportunity with crits to draw in your opponent, like I don't know, pretend you're a weak animal and then turn around and delete them with crits, but they're just popping early, walking forward with the crits. The other team has a chance to just walk away, and nothing bad happens to them. They don't get punished for walking away because the crits is over. So you got to hold your crits a little bit.
Did the players on your server stop, by the way?
Yeah, I think we might be in a pause.
The
Yeah,
game
they
has
started.
started,
Yeah,
but they
they
decided to
started and
pause.
paused after
Ooh.
42 seconds. That means we get to do drip checks. Where are we? Gray, take us through them. I will watch your stream and judge. Okay, Rels. Jazz, what do you give this? Get the Pyro Shark going.
Yeah, kind of standard pyro. Seen it before.
We'll see it a million times again.
See it, yeah. I
I'd
don't know,
give
5 out
that.
of 10.
I'd give
Just
that
a
a 6
bang average
bananas
score.
out of Hightower.
Why are we judging off of bananas? But whatever.
It's a good 5 out of 10. Twobold, is he on fire or is that a sick unusual?
He is on fire.
He's got the drip though. I'm giving that a solid 8.5 for being on
Pretty
fire.
sure that's an expensive hat too. The Voodoo Juju. I don't know.
Who else we got? Pretty stock standard sniper. Ooh, this demo unusual. Fancy. I like the reindeer antlers. It's a very winter cosmetic. It happens to be the summer. Great eyes, googly eyes. Any thoughts, Jazz?
On the demo?
Honestly,
Yeah.
Fish has one of the more iconic YouTuber loadouts.
Let me pull up Fish.
The all yellow.
Yeah,
it's pretty great.
he's dripped. He's got the duck journal too. So
Yes.
Fish is he's solid. That's a solid loadout in my book.
It's one of the more recognizable ones. Where's Lazy Purple? I imagine wearing all purple. No, he is stock except for purple glasses. Hell yeah. As they are going to go live here. It is half number 2. Again, first to 4 here. on this playoff match. Ziggy and Rels slow out of the gate for Sorry to Bother You, but they will make their way to the midpoint. Jazz, why don't you take us through the mid?
Yeah, so both teams getting to mid, just trading some spam across the point. Sorry to Bother You, taking more of the aggressive positioning early on. Certainly getting more damage in their favor as well. No, actually, that's because my HUD is broken. So the pause.
Yep.
So I rely so much on my HUD, but it looks like
That's
Sorry
okay.
to Bother You they've certainly won the mid in terms of positioning. They're getting the cap. They're getting everything in their favor and won the first mid. And now, while you take away the next part, I'm going to reconnect to the server.
One thing of note is, well, Brook just died to Salty Fish. That's a good adjustment. You got to be focusing him down. Mustard looks like he's going to go for a stab. He does get the drop stab. The Uber is out. It is Uber for both teams, and I don't think Sorry to Bother You might have been ready for that. It's not a great Uber. Mustard super weak. Not going to go down. Both pick classes die for both teams, but the positioning just so much stronger for Sorry to Bother You. We don't know what the pause was about. Dud does nothing, sitting on these boxes on concrete and outputting so much damage with the silence rev of the Tomislav. Funk sitting around there. There was your pause. Did we see your reason in chat?
I think it was a quack track issue. I just want to say, just quickly, Ziggy's unusual effect looks like the anglerfish logo, which you can actually buy on a shirt at the Fireside merch website. Shout out to Anglerfish.
Okay, we can't plug merch in the middle of the fight.
Well,
Bumbler's gonna go down here.
I just did. You're welcome, Jay.
Uber advantage here for BTS. They have not touched the point yet this game, and they are going to let Juxi get in onto their cliff for free. Does Tubold or anyone see this? Finally, they will become aware. The Uber is out very early, as expected. BTS having no patience to pop and the counter results in, well, actually, decent amount of damage going in favor of BTS here. They're getting time onto Cart Cap. Lazy Purple picking up some kills, or helping out at least, but just like that, 2K going back the other way. I don't know. 1:14 on the clock for Sorry to Bother You is tough. Tough to come back from. It's a lot of time.
Yeah, the issue is, like, they've gotten the point, but now they've had, like, some players overextend, so Lazy Purple had gone down. Bumbler went down. Maybe Calendar gets a saw-off. I believe they did. Which is gonna...
Makes it even.
It does make it even, and now maybe, like, I don't know if that's an attempt at a sack wave, but Ward eating just damage. Starting to get a little bit of cap time, but just eats...
Oh,
again,
Brook gets
eats more
stabbed
damage.
out.
Highly walking forward.
Mustard gets
Highly
caught
is
for a
gonna go
second.
down.
Nice.
Mustard goes down too. This is turned into something of a good hold for for BTS rather.
They need to take some space here, Jazz. They were holding very passive. Now they're walking forward a bit. They're getting that gun forward at least. Neat's looking at concrete. Lazy Purple's going forward, but he's running at a heavy, a soldier, and a demo. This is not looking good for him. He does somehow... he spoke too soon. He doesn't get healed. Should be blaming Calendar for that one, but... You know,
I just want to say,
when
I was looking at the stats, the amount of times, like, the amount of arrow healing Quackjack is getting versus Calendar, it's actually, like, a stark difference. Calendar barely uses the bow.
I believe it.
Could never be
Ubers were
better,
exchanged.
but...
It's kind of bad for both teams, but worse for BTS here. 4 down now. And an engineer's going to run at a sniper and get the kill. Mustard is on the medic who's trying to escape, and Lazy Purple trying to save their medic. Will just in time there, but no positioning here for BTS.
So
yeah,
it's so weak there.
Juxi is diffing Tubold, which I didn't expect. I thought this was going to be Tubold's free reign, and
Juxi is like
diffing.
low-key going nuts this map. Juxi, I know, I believe they played, like I said, they played sixes in intermediate this season. Both them and Ward and Quackcheck, and I remember them doing well. We still beat them, by the way, but I remember them doing well. And so
BTS needs to hold forward.
I'm not surprised, but BTS with 4 frags in their favor, including the sniper is dead, are going to push forward and retake, and then Tubold getting some early time on Cliff. Does he get Ziggy?
Yes! Nice fade away. fadeaway.
Nice
from
fadeaway
Cliff.
rocket. The Bumbler's going to go down. A headshot from Brook. And it looks like an opportunity. Can they
Uber.
get maybe a sack?
Uber.
But they know they get the
Oh
force.
no, you can't drop too many here. Counter
then
is no
they're
one to
dropping
heal. Salty Fish, good decloak. Fish, good decloak. Misses again. Oh god, Fish learned to hit a stab as everyone dies on BTS, and Fish will fall here in a moment as well. And with 25 seconds left on the clock in round number 3, not looking good for BTS.
Can we get a F in the chat?
Can we get a
Maybe not.
freaking stab, maybe? Sorry.
Can we get a freaking sentry, dude? That's what I yelled in Uncle Tokyo anyway, because there's never a sentry when I need it. Yeah, so BTS, again, finding themselves in like some good positions, but Calendar dropping everybody in the Uber, not a good thing to do, and it's just meant that what was a very good position for them to be in is now kind of gone the other way, but it might go back around the other way again because they're getting cap time, but War just walks at the med, and then Funk...
No.
The Funk turned the Weezer down, turned the cross of your medic
Bumbler
up
has to
because-
win this. Oh. Bumbler had the 1v1, the Pyro v Pyro, and lost it. And wasn't able to touch cap. This is match point.
Yeah, this is match point, and maybe the BTS...
Comeback? Comeback season?
I was going to say, the curse could be
The
on
curse
again.
does continue. If they lose this, the curse continues. Always to
They're the bra
miss
moment
or
of
exit.
amateur Highlander. Jesus Christ.
Let's not be that rude to them. As mid number 4 is underway, Sat's going to be the first to fall. Mustard's behind. Here's a bomb from Twobold, but he does it right in the face of everyone, and he'll die rapidly for it. Mustard decloaks from Japan, goes on to the medic, stabs the heavy instead, who was eating a sandwich. The pan kill onto Bumbler adds insult to injury highly. Picks up the melee frag there, and Bumbler saying that didn't really pan out for me. Good chat.
Ooh. Nah, that's pretty good. I'll take it.
That's decent. STF2 punch.
At least they knew. They knew that was like, you know.
Yeah.
So now BTS backs against the wall, cannot make any mistakes from here on out. Starting their re-aggression on the hill,
Making
but
a
they're just
mistake
gonna,
immediately.
They're gonna take an Uber just straight into them, but they picked up 2. Dud does nothing. Ziggy both down.
Fish,
Rel's going
Fish
down as well.
decloak Fish.
Down.
Fish just body blocks the demo into a corner as Neat hits the pipes. Highly couldn't move and couldn't figure out why. It's just because Fish was close right next to him. A comical play that works out. There was nearly a forward hold on Cliff happening here for BTS, but where are they actually going?
I don't think they know where they're going.
Mustard is going to stab
BDHQ.
Funk here because he doesn't. The disguise is going to fool the good players. And oh, he gets the saw.
He almost gets
Jesus Christ!
Good
Calendar's
lord.
very weak. Oh no, Highly, no! The sandwich throw was terrible from Funk. Oh, now the bomb coming in from Jutsi gets good damage. in, but
This
doesn't
is
find
the
much
effect
else.
Weezer has on the developing mind. By the way, that's the only thing I know about Funk. He likes Weezer. He does the YouTube. He's a YouTuber. You know that, right?
Yes, I know who these players are. I've been following this team for like 3 years.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Yeah, yes. Not to pull rank, but do you have any idea who you're even talking to?
No, I'm delusional and dimension. I'm like a drooling out of my mouth at my screen. And it's also because I'm tired.
That's fair. Anyway, we got to get back into the action here. BTS, as you said earlier, back against their wall. 1:52 on the clock for them. They do get Jukesy there. Lazy Purple finds the frag, but here's an aggressive Uber in, and this is going to be a dead Calendar. 3, 2, oh, but faster than I expected. As Ward will hit the clean meat shot and kill the medic. Oh, but a good trade back.
They do get crackback, so
is
that'll...
Nat running Widowmaker right now? I think Nat's running Widowmaker for the infinite,
hope so.
potentially infinite ammo. Let's get on the POV.
All right, you might as well go crits one more time
They
and
are.
give it to Nat. Give Nat the crits. We want the engineer crits.
Wow. Trick stab live
Calendar
on
just
Twitch.
like, where's Mustard? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? He's chilling. He's like chilling behind. Nobody knows where he is. He's gonna pop up soon. BTS does have to be careful because the spawns of sorry to bother you are going to not be sorry to bother them here in a second. Mustard, he's walking forward. And there's the stab.
Yep. And Ward picks up another 2 clean kills there. Ward proving to be a strong player. I was told in advance to look out for them. Mustard free kill here onto the heavy, gets Funk down, and will go unpunished, never punished for their actions, and will hide in a corner that they have hidden all game and not be punished. Bumbler walks right past them.
I just want to say,
punished.
I knew of Ward's prowess the entire time.
Nice.
The entire time. So
I don't
never,
know
I never
anyone on
doubted
Sorry
him.
to Bother You.
Oh, they're in bloody playoffs. Of course I know. Yeah, this is... Sorry, they're in intermediate playoffs. I'm just talking out loud. Keep on going,
Nice.
Godfather.
Well, it's full Uber here for Sorry to Bother You, and BTS needs to make something happen here. They get the force off onto Quackjack, but drop 3 players in the process. Duh and Mustard both gonna fall, but clock even. Ad for BTS, there's some hope yet. 2 bolts gonna go down. Jukesy winning the Soldier v Soldier, and now jumping in onto Saturn, gets the clean 3 rocket kill. Lazy Purple comes in, gets the follow up, but just no pressure. No thoughts. Head empty.
Yeah, me for the last 30 minutes.
Honestly, Highlander gets draining, man.
And then, yeah, they're sack waving. What?
Shoot the sniper. Sat is not looking, and
Ward has gone down. They're aggressing the
2 bolt,
point.
big bomb.
They get Quackjack. So now
This is actually good.
Big frags going their way, but Brook still uncontested on China. Actually, now he's on the cliff.
Can
He's
this
just
go to
looking at the
overtime?
point. It could go to overtime, but like knowing how this game has played out, I'm not gonna make any predictions. They do chase down Brook, so that's gonna be and Mustard goes
no
down.
picks.
So pick classes down, but now the re-aggression from Sorry to Bother You starting.
It's now or never for BTS. They need to keep things going.
Simply take the Uber into them 5-head, 4-head, 3-head.
All right, who clutches up? I think. All right, who's gonna have the hero play? Fish is gonna have the hero play.
I think it's going to be Jukesy, who's just going to skip jump in, land right on top of the medic, and he's going to...
Whoa, Fish clutches up and gets the hero play! Hey-oh! There you go, Fish! Get it done as clock winding down here. Calendar stuck behind Rock. Mustard lurking. No Ubers in hand. Mustard coming forward. Will they get 3 stabs? Likely, as they do kill the heavy. Now looking for Calendar as well. Bottle is out.
So
nice.
much time for his team, Mustard.
Oh, Quackjack with the saw in hand. Quackjack on point. Oh, both medics die. It's a melee fight on point.
Hey.
All right, Fish clutch up. Fish clutch up right here. Oh.
Oh my god.
It's overtime for BTS.
There's no way, dude.
They've got it in them. They must have it in them.
Oh my god. I just saw Brook like
4-3
run
reverse
off
sweep.
cliff with the bloody knife, the whatever sword he's got, just whacking people.
Last fight. It's overtime. It's gonna go double overtime here. Gotta see a clutch play. Mustard goes for the stab, doesn't get Calendar, who remains weak. Trying to heal up their players. 1 medic dead. Very few people alive. Salty Fish might be the only one left here on this point. They are literally the only one left here. It's going to be Fish versus Brook, but Brook's going to get the 7K to finish them off. But there's time. There's time for Funk. Funk's going to clutch. It's double overtime.
He's returned up.
Brook. Now the Soldier Jukesy, but it's enough. BTS gets around. It's not a skunk, and we'll go to another round here. Round 5, let's go.
This is so dumb, man. I love it.
It's 3 to... Hey, I want to see Steel, don't you?
No, I want to see Steel too, but I mean, just the way that panned out, man.
Gotta locked in.
I love Highlander. Don't quote me though.
Mid-fight underway. Ward gonna be the first to die. Neat with a neat little kill, if you know what I'm saying, as Soldier jumps out. That's Jukesy getting away. Fish gets another kill there. 3 down on the mid for Sorry to Bother You. It looks good for BTS. They take a little bit of ground here as well. I really like the change of pace for BTS, playing a bit more aggressively. Brook is still just having free reign. Sat's not counter-sniping very well. Brook still having free reign. Lazy Purple's finally gonna go and chase him down. But a nice 2K.
I'm just on the Lazy Purple cam. Like that's where I'm parked at this point.
Nice. Good guy to watch. A former teammate of mine. Perhaps
Love
a
the
future
videos
teammate of
too.
mine.
He is one of my favorite
Content creators.
YouTubers. Even though I don't think he's released a video in a while, but we love him anyway.
That's okay. Stab from Mustard isn't gonna get. Oh wow! Finally, Mustard doesn't connect on a stab, but Bumbler does ring around the Rosie, and he just stops in plain sight. Ubers out. Mustard can do the dumbest stuff and get away with it because Bumbler doesn't know where to spy check. Anyway, we have trained a minute off the clock here. That's with an L, Chaz.
I was about to say, remember that time?
That's a crazy 3K from Brook. What the hell? But Lazy Purple's gonna go get 2 for himself. Picks up Brook, picks up Rels. 153 and still counting down. If I like Funk just holding the point here, being a 300 health pool beast.
Bro, he's just chilling. He's listening to the Blue album.
He doesn't want to move.
In. Heavy gun, minigun, revved up, ready to shoot. 2 Bolt is going to go down. That's going to be the first frag of Sorry to Bother You. Lazy Purple going down as well. And then Neat just bombing in and just gets mincemeat. They did pick up Brook, though, which is going to be a good pick. But Juicy, where's he going? He's bombing all over the place.
Everyone's so weak on BTS. This is a lost fight. Medic needs to leave now.
No man's land. Does he live?
No.
No.
He needed to leave. So one thing that BTS doesn't know how to do is lead a fight. They don't know how to back out. They will simply get caught and then get killed. If they were able to just coordinate a retreat and leave, I think they'd play a little bit better, have a bit more success. Engineer 3K with the kill onto Lazy Purple. 3 die there. Nice stab, though, by Salty Fish. Picks up highly. No Demo Man to hold down this forward hold. Stock Uber in hand for both teams. Sorry. Building for BTS in hand for Sorry to Bother You.
Well, they're now finding opportunities to start pushing on out because they... Well, Lazy Purple goes down, so... And then Funk goes down, too, so... The opportunity might have slammed shut, but Brook goes down. So maybe the opportunities open back up. They're like, you know what, we'll open the window.
Saturn!
And then we'll open the window again, and then Ward goes down, and now they're just...
Juicy onto the combo! Juicy! It's so free, Jazz. That's the problem. There's no protection of the medic. No one knows how to look up. The clock is likely going to equalize after that medic kill. The Uber gets used by blue team. Oh, but Quackjack's actually going to die. Fish, big picks. Picks up Rels as well there. Anything else to be found? Very even round, I'd say.
Yeah, this is definitely probably the closest round that we've seen for a while, at the least. I mean, last round was pretty close to be fair.
Calendar, better surf. Can they surf again?
What movement?
Oh, Calendar with some tricks, surfing directly towards the enemy team, but doesn't get punished.
The weaving, oh my god, that was probably the best bit of movement I've seen out of Calendar the entire night. And so now, them living is obviously gonna be good for the team, but they need to start finding their ways to reaggress. Sat starting to get some peeks in from the house area. Juxi just jumping around, causing a distraction. But where is the next frag going to come from? And it's gonna come from Sat on highly, no demo pressure.
Big bomb. Juxi.
Juxi, what a bomb!
That's a very fast bomb for open. 4 down here for Sorry to Bother You. Bumbler and Sat dead on BTS's side. Ooh, nice headshot. Mustard in onto the combo. Free kill onto Neat. Nobody looking. Where is the Pyro? He's dead. Hard to spy check this Pyro when you're dead.
To 42 seconds in like 2 more seconds. Yeah, so I don't know. It's been a very, very close round. Certainly, probably the best BTS has played, and the Uber is actually going to come out. They're going to exchange, and they're just going to keep it on Lazy Purple. Lazy Purple is going to be running forward. Just doesn't care what target he selects. He's just going to shoot at all of them.
Oh, and then I want to see Fish clutch. Oh, 2 Bolt kind of fragging though. But so many are going to die here.
But Calendar just unaware that there's threats nearby.
I think BTS can get this here. This could be close. I think this might be a double overtime again, honestly. Look how close this game is going.
If we go to another double overtime and like we have another repeat of the last round, I might lose my mind.
Oh, it's 2 seconds on the
Not
clock for
technically
BTS.
overtime,
Oh, it's
30
not
seconds
overtime.
to mount the push and no Brook, so no opportunities to get headshot. Sat, you better be taking these deep peeks for the pick. Now, are they walking forward? Jukesie's starting his bomb. He's got some jukes on him, Mr. Jukesy. He's been grinding his Tempest, but they've got to go now.
All right, Chaz, last fight. Here we go. Coming in, Ward has to die quickly.
Does
nothing goes down. Huge pick onto this heavy. Two-bolt gets damaged. Does he have the fadeaway? No, he craters. The Uber is out for the blue team. There's not going to be a counter pop yet. Counter's going to be in trouble. Counter gets absolutely obliterated. It's not looking good for the side of BTS, but Salty Fish, can he clutch? He's going to round the corner and kill the medic. He does get the kill. Now the soldier bomb. Fish. Fish. It's the sniper again! It happened like this last time! Now the heavy and the demo show up and kill everyone! I think they get this. They're gonna get this! They're gonna get it! We're going to another round!
Are we highly walking forward?
It's not over! It's not over!
Holy crow.
Anyway, that's a half. We got logs. Oh.
That's 3
Jesus.
to 2?
This is now 3 to 2, yes.
What's
it's
the
still
score,
match
producer
point.
man?
It's 3 to 2. It's 3 to 2.
3 to 2? Alright, 3 to 2.
Yogurt in chat asking the important questions. Why didn't RGL cast this? Because I'm casting it. Always gotta watch BTS playoffs, man. This is the hypest shit in the world.
I have such a headache at the moment. It's unreal.
Go drink some water. Let's take a look at logs.
I'll be back. You carry it.
Jazz is gonna go do some self-preservation techniques, aka drink water. Logs. Top damage. Brook 442. Highly 440. 32 kills from Brook in those 3 rounds. That tops the server. Jukesy with 30, Ward with 29. Those players are outputting so much damage, so many frags. Lazy Purple, Fish, and Saturn top fragging for their team, 26, 25, 22 in order. Any drops? No drops. Good for the medics. 3 more charges out of Quackjack. Better healing as well. Anything else notable? Medic deaths pretty close, 12 to 10. No kills for either. Anybody really sucking? Bumbler's 9, 11, and 24 with 174. So Pyro not doing too hot. But I think everyone's playing pretty fine. And it's gotten to some pretty close moments as well. Jazz, are you back?
What?
Sweet.
Just a quick poll for the chat. Peanut butter filled pretzels. Great snack or greatest snack?
Ooh,
Answers in the chat right now.
That's a really good question.
Jay, start the poll. We need to know. We need answers right now. What analysis did you have, by the way?
I just went through logs. My analysis is that, sorry to bother you, still isn't adjusting, and what they're doing is still kind of working. They haven't had those very clean, coordinated pushes that were so devastating in the first half. And I think everyone else on BTS is also just kind of clutching up. We've seen Fish with two last fights in a row. Fish has kind of clutched up, didn't survive the fights, but gave his team the opportunity to come in and save it, and that's as important as being alive at the end. So shout out to Fish for those. Think, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of an interesting one.
Listen, if we can just have more chaotic fights over the point, like, fuck it.
Can we just have 2-0 BTS, 4-3 reverse sweep, go to steal, 2-0 AE both times? Please? Is that too much to ask for?
Make sure you drop the white duck asses in the chat, by the way, everybody.
Oh gosh, I really hope this goes to C or to map 3.
I was gonna say, I really have like no analysis at the moment. Like, for some reason, my allergies are acting up, and when that happens, my brain kind of shuts down.
That's okay.
So,
I didn't have a brain to begin with.
At this point, I'm just chilling on the casting Godfather with Godfather. Just casting Godfather, casting the fucking match.
Chaz. Go drink some coffee or something, man. You're losing
I
it.
gotta sleep at some point. What are you talking about?
Fair enough. What do you think? Last half. Do you think BTS has it in them? 2-0?
I think
Clutch it?
I want to say they've got momentum in their favor, and I want to say they've been in these pushes, in these fights. They've been really good at just clutching it out by the grace of God. So I think BTS 2-0. We go to Steel, and then I'll make a cup of coffee.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like you'll need a cuppa for Steel.
And by the way, these peanut butter filled pretzels, fucking amazing! Holy crow! I haven't eaten anything since I got. I haven't eaten anything since I got back from soccer today. So like, I'm just a little bit tired. I need salt. I need water. I'm dehydrated. In my
Gotta
lane.
drink water.
Suffering. You know, the usual. Just jazz stuff.
Let's see. How long to ready up?
So
Hopefully
what would
not
you
that
if
long.
you were on either of these teams? What would you be talking about in the halftime break?
Oh, if I were these teams, well, you know what? If I'm sorry to bother you, I think it's just stay the course and try to get those coordinated plays together. If it's BTS, I think I don't know. Just go fight win. I think they're a chaotic team and they just got to go play TF2. They're a good DM team. All these majority of people on BTS are skilled gamers, for lack of a better word. And can hit their shots. They just need to go hit their shots. I don't have much else to say. I'd like them to start.
I have literally nothing to say. I'm just eating my food. You're gonna have to carry a few more minutes.
Wow, 11:32. Yeah, it's gonna be a late one if we get 2 more for BTS. A blue team, sorry to bother you, has readied. Looks like there's a couple of AFKs on the other side of things. We'll see how long it is.
They're just talking about strats, you know, just being like, "Oh, we just gotta keep on walking in and killing all of them." You know what I mean?
Honestly, the BTS players are probably taking their headsets off and taking a deep breath and I don't know, looking outside or something, not staring at a screen.
Yeah.
Which we can't do because we don't know when they'll go live. Are you ready to talk for a bit, Jazz?
No.
Great.
I mean, I'll talk.
No, it's fine.
I'm being salty. Salty like these peanut butter filled pretzels, baby. Oh man, these hit. I love them. Sorry. This
let's
is
see. Wait, all right. I have actual things to talk about.
Well, I was just gonna say. You see, when we do it on Strongest Caster, which everybody should go subscribe to.
Sure.
By the way, we all like it. Kind of devolves into this, but every now and then I'm like, we're on Fireside Casts, which is a little bit more professional. So I need to not be like as flippant, but it's also. Like when my allergies are at me, it's just.
Just be quiet. I have things to say.
Let's hear. I want to hear it.
From around the league.
Come on, Godfather, keep telling us. Sorry, go.
From around the league, results from tonight's playoff matches: the number 1 seed 9-0'd Grove Street. So that's a win on Steel and a win on Asheville. And then Highlander Gaming 8-1 over the Screaming Seagulls. They were on Asheville, Vigil, and Upward. Still waiting on Payload Inc. versus Astral, and of course, the outcome of this match, sorry to bother you, versus Big Time Sus. Winner of this match would go on to play the winner of Highlander Gaming versus Screaming Seagulls. So the winner goes on to face Highlander Gaming. I don't really know anything about any of the teams in Open other than BTS, but that's what you need to know.
Nat just unboxed an unusual fire.
In game?
What type of? Yeah.
No. What?
What taunt? What taunt? If they don't get the taunt right now, put the unusual fire on it, and then flex it in pregame, they're going to lose. They are going to lose. It's for the unusual roasty toasty. I don't know what the hell that is, but they unboxed it.
That
Done.
one's super good, apparently.
It could that could be a good omen if you're BTS. Like unboxing, you pick it up, unusual fire. Like I'd be like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, we're gonna win now. Pardon my French. Am I allowed to swear, Jay? I just did anyway. Whatever.
No slurs, but yes.
Close enough.
I really like how Bumbler's eyes bug out even more when you get close enough. They get wider. Not a thought in that mind. Anyway, shouldn't be long. Ooh, Nat continues to unbox things.
I wish I had money.
Hypothetically controversial. I don't know how chat feels about not spending money on Valve. But it's hypothetically controversial because they haven't fixed the bot problem. Or updated their game in a meaningful way in like many years. So
You know what they did update though a few years ago, and it still pisses me off. You know? Do you know what
the Righteous Bison revert?
Do you know what the greatest pub map in the game is? Right answers in the chat only, by the way.
Are you gonna say Whatville?
Everybody has 10 seconds. What is the greatest pub map in the game? And 10, 9,
is it Whatville?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know when they did it, but Valve went and they updated the greatest pub map, Powerhouse, and they gave it a round timer. You used to be able to play Powerhouse for hours. You'd be like, you know what? I don't really want to complete any objective today. Maybe I'd like to have a 4-hour stalemate trying to push their last. You could do that. Now you've got this 9 minutes. No, I'm sorry. Adding the round timer to Powerhouse is the worst balanced decision Valve has ever made. Period. Statement. End of sentence. There is no argument. Oh, well, Pyro Air Blast Cone. Listen, I hate the Pyro too, but I love Powerhouse more. And they ruined it. I remember when I was in college and I had a lot more time and I was maybe doing a little bit more substances than I would recommend doing right now. I played a 5-hour match of Powerhouse and we won. It was like 4 a.m. It was like euphoric and then now I can't do that because you can't capture the point for longer than 10 minutes and you're back at mid. The hell is this? I would seriously, if I was living in Seattle, would like make a sign and go sit in front of Valve headquarters, like demanding, like I would not leave the premises until they either arrested me or they reverted it.
Well, the good news is we don't need to listen to this much longer because Kaliner has returned. BTS should be readying up shortly. It sounded like everyone went and had a big old bathroom break, which is good. Now they'll be ready to go straight to Steel when they inevitably clutch up and 2-0 the rest of this match.
Sorry, now I'm awake now, by the way.
Great. Let's focus up, Chaz. Come on.
Godfather's just like, I can't believe.
I'm getting tired of your bullshit. This is true.
My bullshit, I'd get tired of it too, to be fair. But I'm right. Just for the record, I'm right. Anyways, BTS 2-0. We're going to go to Steel. They're locked in. I'm locked in. I'm ready for this. You know what? These salty peanut butter pretzels have filled me up, woken me up. I'm ready. Are you ready, Godfather?
I sure am. I sure am. My energy is diminished because I'm saving my spirit for Steel and for the actual gameplay. But we'll see how much longer we go here. It's 11:39. Wouldn't be unusual to go past midnight here. Or sorry, go past 1 a.m. here. Depends on how fast Steel is.
Luckily for Central Standard Time gamers, it's at a reasonable time.
True.
Let's see.
I just had to mute to let out a huge yawn. I'm a tired boy. Please, Rob.
Excuse me.
I don't know. Gray, what should we talk about to chat? Or to you?
I can I can I can uh I can keep ranting
Oh,
about Powerhouse.
Bumbler has readied. No, no more powerhouse talk. Bumbler has readied. Should not be long.
It's gonna take another 10 minutes. Oh wait, he's got the
They
taunt.
readied.
Oh no.
They did the thing. All right, we're going live. It's match point still. It's been match point for about a half hour. Sorry to bother you. Has not yet secured that. It is currently 3-2 in favor of the blue team. My name is Godfather, your strongest caster. We've got a long one here tonight. Just Jazz is on the mic with me. Gray on production. BTS fighting for their life on this mid. And Tubolt's going to jump in early onto the medic. Quackjack immediately down. Really good fight.
And then they are like losing everybody. Calendar has to be really careful. Is he out? Where is he? Where are they? He's getting saws in house. He doesn't give a fuck. And then he's dead. But that's classic Calendar move.
Yeah.
Yeah. So interesting mid fight. Like just immediately getting the med, but again, the lack of knowledge of when to give and when to just be like, all right, bye, see you later, on the side of BTS is a bit of their Achilles heel. Like a lot of situations that are pretty good turn into maybe not so good, just
Salty
from
fish.
the inability
Fish?
to back out. Oh.
Missed his tap, but he lives. He gets to try again. Looking for the sniper pick here. Hiley's getting a lot of pressure in. It is stock Ubers. Sat gonna go down. Bumbler gonna get piped out by Hiley. It's a rough start so far for the side of BTS. Hiley gets pretty weak here at 35 health. Is able to retreat to their medic. Will get an arrow. Something you pointed out earlier. Calendar is not dispensing many of as they get stuck in pocket here. Now the pressure from the demo onto Funk. Funk's gonna be in trouble here. They need an arrow. They're not gonna get one because there are no arrows. Arrows coming from Calendar, who dies to Jukesy, and everything falls apart yet again here. The Uber out, sorry to bother you. BTS, flat-footed, gets caught out and obliterated.
Yeah, now you can see like the pressure comes in. Interesting
Quackjack?
use there from Quackjack because that's going to even out the Ubers.
Nice kill by
And
Fish.
Quackjack does go down. Salty Fish pistoling them down. Pop, pop, pop. And then the Dud does
Mustard
nothing.
just kills everything.
Yeah, goes into the respawn queue.
Is that Kunai, Gray? I think you're right. Yeah, Mustard
Kunai.
is running Kunai because
here
he's
he is.
never punished.
What does he get? He
Alright, he
gets
gets
his trip
punished
to
for
the
once.
respawn queue as well. With Brook looking somewhere, Jukesy with a bomb in. With a great surf by Calendar. Where is Brook?
Fish?
I saw the dot. Brook, where are they?
Brook is on Japan.
They're
He's hiding
on-
on the teleporter.
And they do get the cap again. But Jukesy's going down. Jukesy, by the way, we said it before, but I'll say it again. Fantastic plays out of him tonight. But now, like, again, they're starting to ramp up the pressure. They have a big Uber advantage, too, which we haven't seen them take full advantage of. But they're actually
There's
not.
pop.
They're just going to use. They're just going to use. They're walking in. They don't care. If they can pick up Rels, that could be a massive pick. They flashed in Lazy Purple. but-
Wow, Bumbler!
Ooh.
Big reflect to 2K. Brook and Jukesy both gonna fall. The cap finally coming through. That's 47 seconds. So BTS basically needs to hold for 3 minutes here.
Quackjack's-
Basically.
Yeah, Quack is coming up on his Uber, and they're starting to aggress forward across the point.
pop.
Looks like it's going to be Hiley and Ward, and a highly
guys.
anticipated Uber, and then Calendar just like walks him. I love pipes. I love eating pipes for breakfast. Nom 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 nom. I'm dead. Back in the respawn queue. Bumbler just walking forward, and Bumbler gets the med. No wait, did he? He did get the med. Oh my god. We are just having back and forth action here again. What could be the most consequential round.
It has been
Oh,
match
okay.
point this entire time. And sorry to bother you, has not clutched. Has not clutched yet. A minute off the clock for BTS here. Not bad, but still a tall hill to climb. Quackjack hiding behind rock here. Nice shot by Brook. Again picking up Saturn. Tubold wants to jump forward. Will get the skip onto Brook. Gets the kill. Nice counter. If Two Bold went onto Brook before they killed their sniper, it might be a bit more effective, but you can't ask for everything. Ubers are even. This fight, pretty drawn out, Jazz.
Yeah, it's a. Excuse me. Sorry. Credit to BTS because they are ticking down the clock. It is gonna be if they cap it now. They burn like 2 or 3 minutes off the board, and they're still a fight for the point.
Uber.
Counter is coming up on the Uber. They've got to press M2. They do press M2.
Yeah, this
now-
fight, now it's a heavy. Funk's got it. Oh, Two Bold with a big bomb. Can Two Bold find more? They get Brook, but Quackjack actually arrow kills. Now Fish lands, looking for the stab. Doesn't quite get anything there for a fall for BTS, but they do get on the cap. Timers have evened, which I didn't think might happen. This may be another overtime game. Sorry to bother you. We'll get back on the cap. Juxi behind. And
Counter got a saw there.
that's
Getting
big
a little
ass.
bit of Uber. Yes. They got to be careful though because now Sorry to Bother You is pushing across this point. They do have control of the cap, but they don't have control of the ad. So BTS, if they can take this as soon as they get it, it could be massive. It could be huge.
Big bomb. Two Bold onto the medic. Can they clutch up? No. Two Bold only disperses now. Lazy Purple tries to jump forward, doesn't find much. Nat is running forward with literally 1 health. A terrible decision. That gun is going to go down as well. Nat sacrificing their life for nothing as planned. It's going to go down to maybe overtime. The Uber is popped out. It's onto Pyro. Lazy Purple avoids all damage somehow. Will get the flash eventually. It does tick over into overtime. 36 seconds for BTS. Can they make it happen?
I'm fully
Not looking
convinced
good for
Lazy
them.
Purple is like the greatest player I've ever seen in like short spurts.
As Coconut Gun fires in spurts. Not much left here. Satin Two Bold on the point. Trying to cap up. Fish is in for the play. Will there be much to be done? Overtime. Will we see double overtime, Jazz? I don't think so.
Mission ends in 30
I hope
Well,
so.
actually, I hope so, yeah.
We've gone double overtime like the last 3 rounds. It's been fantastic.
Nearly.
Yeah, but Lazy Purple going down there in that backline is maybe not the best way to kick that off. You've only got so much time. You cannot be feeding at this point in the map.
Juicy big bomb.
Yeah.
They don't really land where they need to. Nita's behind. Fish is there as well. Bumbler, WM1s. This timer getting low. Oh, but everyone's gonna die for BTS. It is double overtime, but it's just gonna be Fish, and it all falls apart. Two Bold, super weak. Lazy Purple, they need to kill the medic here. Fish going for Quackjack. Can they find it? Oh, they find it. Is there anything left? There's so few players alive here. The timer, it's gonna be Two Bold. Oh, and they lose it.
Well played.
Oh, GG, well played. A heartbreaking end of a comeback run. BTS continues their cursed trajectory of first round playoff exit. Sorry to bother you. We'll move on to round 2. And, well, that's it. That's it.
Oh, what a
It's kind of
series.
sad. It's like a,
That's a series. That's a proper.
that's a very good series. Well played by both teams, honestly. BTS put up a very strong fight on maps that didn't really favor them on. Some adjustments maybe before next season.
I mean, it just depends. You know,
Yeah.
being a no scrim team's always tough. Speaking from experience, but credit to Sorry to Bother You, because I think they were a lot better than I expected them to be. But again, like I've had a look at the roster. Some of the players I recognize. Again, some of these players are like Ward, Juxi, Quackjack are playing in the intermediate playoffs at the moment, and their team is quite good. And just they found moments when they needed to clutch up, like holding Hill on the last round of Vigil for the time that they did, as well as just moments like that where it's kind of devolved into a gigantic scrap for the point. Finding the frags to go their way, and I think even though BTS put up a good fight, Sorry to Bother You are walking out as deserved victors.
So, absolutely. Player of the match overall. Do you give it to Brooke or Hiley?
I give it
Or
to
Too Bold?
Juicy. I give it to Juicy.
Or do you think Jukesy?
I think Juicy in certainly on product was doing very well.
But
As well
match, not
in
just map.
the let me finish.
Okay.
In the in Vigil, he started to figure out a bit of the game of Too Bold, of making sure that Too Bold wasn't able to get as much uncontested flank pressure. Um, that said, I guess it'd be a toss up between Juxi, the sniper, whose name I've already forgotten. I'm really good at this stuff.
Brooke. Their name is
Brooke, or Hiley. I think Hiley had a great game. Dud does nothing as well in spurts. Had some very some promising moments. Ward on product was very good. Like the entirety of that team was like really solid from the bottom up and the top down. And so I think they'll go on to pose a formidable threat in the rest of their playoff series.
Yeah, apparently from what I've seen, what I've talked to with admins and moderators and whatnot, this has been a really balanced season of AM Highlander, and nobody went undefeated, which is uncommon and great to see. Means it's healthy, or healthy for the division. It seems like Payload Inc. versus Astral has not finished yet. So perhaps that was also a good match. But that is pretty much it for us. Congrats to Sorry to Bother You, taking it 6.5 to 2.5 if you're looking at Matchcom scores against BTS. Jazz, it's your favorite part of the night. It's time
Ooh.
for shoutouts. Who you got?
Yeah, so first things first, shout outs to the Fireside crew, especially Gray. Great production. I was watching the stream. Shout outs to Jay, Antlers, Dr. Underscore, and Beth Nix, the latter three in particular for no, sorry, Jay. I went to LAN and I stayed with some of the Fireside guys, so shout outs to them.
Nice.
Shout outs to all the boys on Bro Moment, past and present, and future. Who knows? We'll see what the future may hold. Very much enjoyed having one last season of sixes to play. It's been a team that I've been able to play on in Oz Fortress and RGL, so being able to close out one last season on my own terms was very fun indeed. Shout out Game Goob. Shout out you, Godfather.
Hell
Shout
yeah.
out to the guys at the soccer club I work with, and shout outs to my dad.
Nice. Shout out Jazz's dad. Good guy. Of course, shout out Jazz and Gray, all the players, everyone who watched, everyone who is part of the Strongest Casting channel, Strongest Cast. Go subscribe or follow at least. A bit of an announcement. I know this is an early exit for BTS out of playoffs, but there's some exciting news on the horizon for them next season. No spoilers, but I will say I am committing now as best I can to casting all of their Highlander matches next season because it's going to be a really exciting season. So go hop over and follow my Twitch channel for all of that. Shout out to all of the people who are part of that casting orgs: Duster Dan, Happy Purple, Kitty, Chrissy, M17, Plinko, Sayo, Zena, Jazz, of course, Dr. Underscore for the production. All y'all are great. And that's it. I don't know if I'll be back, but Fireside will certainly return. Keep covering playoffs, keep covering all the divisions. Thank you guys so much for watching tonight, and go get some sleep. It's kind of late.